Here at Borleske Stadium, potentially the most pivotal game of the 2025 season, the Walla Walla Sweets take on the Marion Berries in a game that could decide the futures for not just the Marion Berries, but also for your 2025 Walla Walla Sweets. With a win today, Walla Walla not only leapfrogs Marion in the standings, they also most likely, barring a berry sweep over the Pickles at the beginning of August, end of the season, would have the tiebreaker over the Marion Berries. So a win today, think of it kind of like you almost gain 2 games in the standings. It's that huge, that pivotal for a team that hasn't made the playoffs since 2019. I asked manager of the Walla Walla Sweets, Colby Waterlow, about what his thoughts were on this huge ball game, how he flushed the last couple of games, and is ready for a huge game number 3 here at Borleske Stadium.
Albaugh alongside manager of the Walla Walla Sweets, Colby Waterlow, for another edition of
Countdown with Colby.
Coach, yesterday's game happened, but today it's a new moment, and it's a big one as well. Tiebreaker on the line, essentially 2 games almost. The second tiebreaker, of course, against the Portland Pickles, the first half winner. It's a really weird scenario, but if the Sweets win tonight, barring a berry sweep against the Pickles at the end of August, you would have the tiebreaker. Does that kind of go into play, meaning anything more that this is essentially 2 games?
Yeah, no, I think that's huge. I mean, we talked about having the tiebreaker and how important that is to have as many safety nets as you can have going through the rest of the season. So yeah, it's a big one for us, just in as a team and as a group of guys. It's a huge one in the tiebreaker scene, and obviously a big one for the fans here at home before we head out on a long road trip. And with only 3 more games after tonight left to play here at home.
Nicholson was the expected starter in yesterday's ball game. Now he's out on the hill today. Was there some sort of strategic talk behind that, or something else we don't know about?
No. Sorry, it's messed up. Nicholson was not the expected.
Oh, really?
No, yeah, it was. We're going off the right script.
Huh? Shoot, don't mess up again.
It was Anderson, Reimers, Nicholson.
Oh, I just messed up. My bad. Sounds good. We're gonna restart that. I'm sorry.
You did. Sorry, I just didn't. I didn't know what to say. So I was.
If it's wrong, shoot. All right.
There we go.
3, 2, 1. Drew Albaugh alongside manager of the Walla Walla Sweets, Colby Waterlow, for another edition of
Countdown with Colby.
Coach, yesterday happened. Time to flush it. A big one today. Tiebreaker on the line. If the Sweets win today's ball game, the overall series would be tied at 3 games apiece because of a tiebreaker over the Portland Pickles. Barring a berry sweep over the Pickles at the end of August, you get the tiebreaker. How does that feel?
Yeah, I think that's huge. Obviously, we talked about the importance of having as many things in our corner, as many things to fall back on coming down the stretch, and so trying to put ourselves in the best position as we can going into the hopefully making a playoff run here. And so having the tiebreaker over them is big. Big to get the win today for our group to kind of get things righted before we head off on a long road trip, and huge for the fans here at Borleske. Only 4 games left here at home, and the last 3 not come until the very end. So, yeah, hopefully able to put something together today.
I can count on one hand how many blowouts there's been this season. Unfortunately, it just happened the last 2 games for the Walla Sweets at an inopportune time, to say the least. However, a week ago, you took 2 of 3 against the Marion Berries. Very similar rosters, lineups, even the starters are very similar. Does that go into the ideology? Like, look, guys, we didn't just beat them. We beat them a week ago.
Yeah, no, it hasn't been long at all since we had some good success against the Berries, on the road, which adds a whole nother layer to it. And so, yeah, I think that's definitely in our minds. I think it should hopefully give some confidence. And, I think we said it yesterday. I'll say it again. I don't think the team that has the way we've played the last 2 nights has been indicative of what this team is capable of. And so hoping for tomorrow or for tonight to come out and finish things off. And then tomorrow going to the off day, kind of reset, and then get ready to go on the road.
Nicholson out on the hill. Are you ready for him to get going?
Yeah, it'll be great to see him out there. Obviously a new situation for him making a start for us. Something that as similar with other guys that we've ran out there in the summer, it's a more familiar maybe role that he's pitched in throughout his career in high school of mainly starting games. And so we asked him to come out of the pen a couple of times. He's had some really good results and some early struggles at the same time as well. And I think that's part of the learning experience, right? When you've got a young guy out there on the mound. And so excited for him to get the ball to try to set a tone for us He's a guy that pitches with a lot of energy, and so he's a guy that the guys get excited to have out there to try to play behind, and so it'll be great to have him out there.
Yeah, that's part of baseball, the early struggles as well as working some things, but we've seen a lot of positive from Nicholson as well. Look back the last few games from an outside perspective looking in, the home run ball has been the difference in a lot of these, even looking back to Game 3 against the Elks, a couple of home runs from the Sniffin kid, and then 2 days ago, then yesterday's ball game as well in that very first inning. Yep. How do you limit the long ball and kind of flip the script as far as that goes?
Our execution of with our height of where our pitches are located, I think, is a huge one. Yesterday, I thought we made a few too many mistakes, leaving baseballs elevated in the strike zone. Borleske is an awesome place to play, but if the wind's gonna blow out to left and it's warm out and the ball flies a lot, and so putting baseballs in a spot where it's easy to elevate a pitch on the pull side is a dangerous game to play as a pitching staff, and so trying to do a little bit better job of that, as well as trying to keep them a little more off balance. We haven't done as good a job on the pitching side of making them respect multiple pitches. I think a lot of times they're getting to a point where they can kind of sit on one fastball or they can sit on one certain pitch, and as long as they're on time, they're able to do damage. So I'm hoping that Sam can do a good job of making that adjustment, of being a little bit better with his execution, keeping the ball low, keeping the ball away from hitters, and mixing up their timing. Obviously,
that's a part of the job of the pitcher or catcher, but do you tell them going into the game kind of how you want them to call it?
Yeah, we try to have a little bit of insight for them. I think a big part of this is a personal philosophy thing, but I think a big part of the summer is trying to help pitchers and catchers understand how to call a game and how to use what their strengths are, and how to, that's kind of a development piece that we're trying to hope, we're hoping that the guys can look back on and feel like they improved at because of their time here in Walla Walla. And so, we do some conversation about, hey, this is maybe how we want to attack a certain guy, or, hey, we need to make sure we force them to respect multiple pitches, and sometimes it goes, and the adjustment is there, and other times it's not, and that's just baseball and pitching especially. And so we're having some conversations, but a lot of times too it's me trying to guide and provide input where appropriate, but also allowing the pitcher and the catcher to work together and try to kind of feed off one another.
When you flip the script, talk offensively, there's been a few long balls for you guys as well, but when you mentioned the wind's blowing to the left, out towards a short left center field here at Borleske, do you tell your guys, let's try to see pitches elevated up in the zone and try to hit them out to left?
I don't think we don't necessarily try to change our approach. Home runs are truly like a kind of a happy accident. It's something that if we do a good job with our rhythm and being on time and getting the barrel out where we want it to, then good things tend to happen. So it's not something that we're necessarily trying to change our swings or change our approaches to try to hit home runs. But, if we have a good approach with what we're trying to do and the guys can execute on that, we're going to definitely hit our fair share.
Marion Barry's been, taking this first 2 games. What's your assessment of them through 5?
I think they're doing a good job of making us pay. I thought they swung the bats extremely well yesterday. I think we are similar teams. It seemed like yesterday it was impossible to get them out. As didn't matter if we got to 0-2. If we made one mistake, it seemed like they made us pay, and the ball was hit on a line, and it was a base hit, right? And they didn't chase. They didn't chase our pitch. They didn't make a lot of weak contact, consecutively, and so I think that's something that they've shown a lot of discipline in. I think that's something that we can continue to improve upon as our the discipline as far as our execution goes on the mound. I would also say just our execution at the plate of not making easy outs early in counts and trying to make pitchers work a little bit. We haven't made a lot of productive or difficult outs, when the game is close so far, and so hoping to see that as an adjustment that gets made today, and then hopefully carries over the 9 games to follow.
Forget the first half of the game, even the first couple innings. How big is that very first frame in today's ball game?
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, coming off of 2 in a row, there really hasn't been a tone setter for us, and that's something that we want. And so, hopefully, it's going to come out today. We need to try to flip the momentum here early in this game by getting a 0, by limiting what they're able to do on the offensive end in the top of the first, and then on our own offensive side, we need to go out there and put pressure on them, I think, from inning number 1. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be runs, and that doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to put up a big number. Yeah, we hope that that's what happens, but I think if we can make it where, hey, their pitcher has to labor, their defense feels like there's pressure put on them in the first inning, it kind of puts them back on their heels a little bit, which hopefully, evens the playing field going into Game 3.
If you had to describe today's game in just a couple of words, what would you say, Coach?
I think I'd start by just, it's a new day. I think it's obviously pivotal. I think it's a chance to build momentum. And I think it's still one game in the grand scheme of a much larger picture. So we're gonna come out and do what we can today over 9 innings, and then we'll go win or loss. We'll move on to the next one and get ready for the road trip.
Sweets half game back on the Marion Berries, 1.5 back on the Elks. The Springfield Drifters catching up as well, a game and a half back on the Walla Walla Sweets. Coach, tomorrow off day. How big is that to rest up 9 days straight to end the season?
Yeah, last off day of the year, and so it's gonna be really important the guys get off their feet and get a mental reset, a bit of a physical reset, and then we'll hit the road and get going. So it's definitely huge. It's coming at the right time. We need to make the most of it and then leave it all out there over the last 9.
This late in the season, on those off days, is it maybe let's just not touch a baseball today? Let's go out and do other things.
Yeah, I think you're reading our mind a little bit. I think it will probably be. It sounds counterintuitive, but after the last week at home here and with where we're going to be at player wise as we head on the road, it probably is going to be a bit of a hey, get away from the field for 24 hours, enjoy the day, rest up, sleep in, go to the gym. Yeah, right. Like those are all things that are going to be harder to find over the next few days. So try to use tomorrow to our advantage and then go from there.
All right, this leads us to our question of the day with manager of the Walla Walla Sweets, Colby Waterlow. Coach, I've actually gotten a recommendation from one of your players.
Okay.
Question of the day.
Oh, man.
If you had to eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be? And what player told me to ask this question? Start with whatever one you want to go with.
What player told you to ask this question?
Kind of surprising guy, but, I've seen him come out of his shell the last few days. A late addition who was earlier on the team.
A late addition?
Who was earlier on the team.
Oh, Chatone.
Not Chacon.
Okay. Oh, Shafe.
Schaefer.
Yeah,
He
okay.
came up to me and was like, what's the question of the day? I said,
Okay.
what do you got for me? And there it is. So what food are you eating for the rest of the life?
Welcome into Borleske Stadium. Drew Albaugh, your play-by-play broadcaster, on the mic. For all 9 innings of today's ball game, a pivotal game number 3 between the Walla Walla Sweets and the Marion Berries. The Berries catapult the Sweets in the overall season standings for the first time this season in yesterday's ball game. Walla Walla now a half game back on Marion for the second wildcard spot. On the hill, Sam Nicholson, the righty out of the University of Washington. The first pitch on the way, Cade Goldstein goes right through it. A halfway swing for strike 1, a 6:04 p.m. first pitch. As we oftentimes do here at Borleske, a hair early, rather be early than late. Nicholson set yet again, the 0-1. Just a little bit outside, goes with the 69-mile-per-hour curveball, and the count evens up 1 ball and 1 strike to Cade Goldstein, batting from the left side, hitting .312 on the season. Over at third today, the 1-1. Curveball spins in, hits top rail for strike 2. No score here in the top of the first between the Marion Berries and the Walla Walla Sweets. The 1-2 to Cade. Goes back to the curveball, outside, the 3rd straight curve. And the count's evened up 2-2. On deck, Danny Weidman, Bryce Hubbard batting 3rd, the first 3 batters for the Berries. 2-2 deal. Rip to right center field, and it gets down for a base hit. Tristan Schaefer moves up under it in the alleyway. Promptly throws it into second, keeping Goldstein at a single. And it's a leadoff single for the Marion Berries. Danny Weidman steps in. Batting 4th for the Berries, Paul Vasquez over at first. Tyler Dunning batting 5th at short. Andrew Moon batting 6th, playing second. Brecken Hadley batting 7th at the catcher position. Anthony Cepeda batting 8th in right field. The pitch on the way shows bunt, can't get it down. A fastball whizzes right over the all-black bat of Danny Weidman. First strike number 1. And Peyton Tyner in left field, rounding out the lineup, batting 9th. Goldstein, a rather large lead over at first base. Nicholson, his attention at home, the pitch. Curveball misses downstairs, and the count evens up 1-1. Goldstein with 8 stolen bases on the season. Second most on the Berries. The pitch. Fastball whipped away. 2 balls and 1 strike. Will Stickney in first with 9. Defensively for the Sweets, in left field, Andrew Demanu. Tristan Schaefer back in center after getting a half-off day yesterday. The 2-1. Swing and a foul ball left side, and the count evens up 2-2. And in right field for his third straight contest, Gunnar Guile. Billy Scaldaferri at the hot corner at third. Esteban Olazaba, his first game at short for the Sweets. Nate Stuyvesant back at second. Chris DeSoris at first. And Isaiah Chacon behind the plate. The 2-2. Fastball misses up and in. Some chin music to Danny Weidman. And the count's full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. In yesterday's ball game, the Sweets lose against the Marion Berries for the second straight day. A 23-7 scoreline. The 3-2. Goldstein takes off. Pitch misses up high, ball 4. Goldstein's in at second either way, so Chacon doesn't offer to throw to second. And immediately there's 2 on with nobody out for the Berries. Bryce Hubbard steps in, the designated hitter in today's ball game, wearing the all-gray uniforms, with the Berries script in purple with white outline over the chest. On the other side, the Sweets in their all-whites. A navy blue Sweet script in cursive written over the chest with a red cap W2 logo. The stretch, the pitch. Swing and a miss, 87 outer edge. Bryce Hubbard swings right through it, 0-1. Nicholson loves to work with the fastball and the curveball, his primary 2 pitches. Also has a changeup. Comes set, swivels, kicks his leg, and the 0-1. Shows bunt. Can't get it down as it glares off his bat and back into the screen. 0-2. And Hubbard is most likely going to see a change in plans. On 2 strikes, a foul ball is an automatic out. With Goldstein at second, Weidman at first. They both take their leads. 0-2. Popped up high in the sky, shallow center field. Olazaba ranges back to shortstop. Instead, Tristan Schaefer calls him off and makes the play in shallow center. And there's 1 gone. Paul Vasquez steps in, batting .313 on the season in yesterday's ball game. Hits a huge home run. Finishes 3 for 4 with, get this, 6 RBIs. Batting from the right side. In yesterday's ball game, it was really the first inning that made all the difference. The Berries plated 3 runs out of the jump. Pitch on the way. Curveball spirals outside. 1 ball and no strikes. At the end of the second frame, the Sweets were down 7-1. Game number 1, it wasn't much better for Walla Walla, losing 9-1. The 1-0. A broken bat blooper, left side, and it gets Olazaba's head into the alleyway. Andrew Demon, who sprints up with the baseball, throws a dart to home plate. Everybody stops, moves station to station. Paul Vasquez comes through with the single, loses a bat in the process. You win some, you lose some. And up steps Tyler Dunning with the bases juiced. Cade Goldstein now at third, Danny Weidman at second. Vasquez at first, and Tyler Dunning steps in. 3 for 6 on the day, hitting .286 on the season. And yesterday's ball game, that is, went 3 for 6. Here on the top of the first, Sweets and Berries no score, tied up at 0-0. The pitch on the way. Curveball hits the outer edge for strike 1. Fans continue to stroll in down the right field line. A pivotal game number 3 against the Berries. The 0-1. Just a little bit low with an 88-mile-per-hour heater, and the count evens up 1 ball and 1 strike. Nicholson with his all-black mitt by his left ear as he leans in and gets the sign. Now set at the belt. The 1-1. Misses away. Goes back to the curveball. Been his dominant pitch here in the first. Count moves to 2 balls and 1 strike to Tyler Dunning, playing shortstop today. On deck, Andrew Moon. With the bases juiced, Goldstein at third, Weidman at second, Vasquez at first. The pitch is laced to right field, right at Gunnar Guile. This is going to be deep enough to score a run, though. He comes up with the ball. Goldstein tags from third and scores. The throw comes into second base. Weidman reaches third, and there's runners on the corners now with 2 outs, and the Berries strike first. A familiar story on top 1-0 over the Walla Walla Sweets in the top of the first. Moon steps in from the right side, batting .379 on the season. Moon taps his all black bat around as he pinwheels it and holds it high above his right shoulder. The righties deal. Rip to right, Guile races, makes the play at the chest, and saves a run for out number 3. So the Berries do get 1 run across. It's not a disastrous top of the first, though. Nicholson gives up the 1 run, leaves 2 on 2 base hits, no errors. To the bottom of the first frame, Sweets down 1-0 on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Whatever your printing needs, Abbott's Printing does it all. Signs and banners, rich, full-colored, high-quality commercial and digital printing, direct mailings, full-color business cards, and postcards. If you want a printing job done right, then Abbott's Printing is the place to be. Abbott's Printing provides award-winning quality and outstanding customer service. Visit abbottsprinting.com to view their selection or call 453-8202. That's 453-8202. Abbott's Printing, where the excellence is on paper.
Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is proud to be the official hotel of the Walla Walla Suite. Our guests are sure to get a great night's sleep in one of our recently remodeled rooms, and our 24-hour pool and spa are perfect for round-the-clock relaxation. Each night at Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is followed by a complimentary breakfast included with every stay. At Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla, you can catch some Z's while the Sweets catch some W's. Wins, that is.
Walla Walla Valley Honda is now Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. The same great automotive family is here for all your needs. Service, parts, new Hondas, and top quality used vehicles, all backed by expert staff with the highest standards in the industry. After all, you're family at Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla and deserve the best. Visit us at underwriterhondaofwallawalla.com to schedule service or a test drive today. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. Walk in as a guest, drive off as family.
In the bottom of the first inning, the Berries on top 1-0 over the Walla Walla Sweets. Leading us off, Gunnar Guile, batting first for Walla Walla, starting off in right field today. From the left side, batting just 185 on the season, went 1 for 4 in yesterday's contest. Lucas Plenner out on the hill. The righty arm, incoming sophomore at George Fox University, the alma mater of manager Colby Wadla, Sweets manager. Comes set at the belt. Righty steal. Curveball spins away for ball number 1. Batting second for the Sweets on deck, Esteban Olazaba. He had himself an off day in yesterday's ball game. Billy Scaldaferri batting third in the hole, your first 3 batters. The righty steal on 1-0. The dribbled right side just foul, and the count evens up 1-1. Batting fourth for the Sweets, Dom Cadiz, designated hitter today. Isaiah Chacon batting fifth. He also had an off day in yesterday's 23-7 loss against the Berries. Nate Stuyvesant batting sixth from the belt. In the windup, the 1-1. Whipped away with an 89-mile-per-hour heater, an effortless delivery from Plenner. Just misses outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Chris DeSoris batting 7th at first. Tristan Schaefer, straightaway center field, batting 8th. And Andrew Deminu batting 9th, rounding out the lineup in left. Kicks and deals. Rip to right, and it gets past Paul Vasquez and into right field. Anthony Cepeda comes up with it, promptly throws in, but it's Gunnar Guile with a leadoff single, and there's 1 on. Olazaba steps in. The righty bat out of incoming freshman at Cal State Fullerton. The Riverside, California native, hitting just .077 on the season, 1 for 13 on the year, joining the Sweets earlier this week. From the stretch, the pitch creeps over the outside corner for strike 1. At 85 miles an hour, a pitcher's pitch through and through. Defensively for the Berries, in left field, Peyton Tyner, straightaway center, Danny Weidman, Anthony Cepeda in right. Plenner set. The 0-1 offering. Fastball hits the outer black. Olazaba in an early 0-2 hole. At the hot corner at third, Cade Goldstein. Tyler Dunning playing short. Andrew Moon at second. Paul Vasquez at first. Brecken Hadley gives the signs behind the plate. Plenard set again. Kicks and deals on 0-2. Popped up right side of the infield. Ranging back Paul Vasquez. Instead is the second baseman, Andrew Moon. He makes the play at the cut of the grass. And there's one gone. In steps Billy Scalaferri. Had a rough day yesterday. Went 0 for 4. Batting .269 on the season from the right side. With his gray torpedo bat plastered by his all-red batting gloves. As he pinwheels his bat around a few times. Plenard comes set, takes a peek at Guile. A hearty lead over at first. Spins and fires back to first. Guile back safely. Blue skies here in Walla Walla. Some clouds in the very distance, right above the horizon in center field. The most picturesque clouds you've ever seen in your life. From the belt, spins and twirls, throws to first yet again. Scalaferri back without a slide. Rather, Gunnar Guile back without a slide. Scalaferri in at the dish. I guess Scalaferri didn't slide either, but there you go. With one gone. Plenard comes set. The righties deal. Swing and a miss. Way in front of 87. Up and inside. Scalaferri was sitting the heater. A little bit too much bat speed there. And it's 0-1. Wind blowing out towards left field. Not the most dramatic gust we've ever seen. Just a slight breeze. Comes set yet again at the belt. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Chases 80 mile an hour downstairs for strike number 2. Pretty good turnout here in Borleske. Fans continue to roll on in down the right field line. Sweet Lou, the mascot for the Walla Walla Sweets, an onion of course, welcoming fans. Throws to first, Guile back without a slide. Gunnar Guile taking rather large leads over at first base, so I understand why Plenard keeps throwing over there, but it's already been 4 or 5 times now at this point. Guile with just 1 stolen base on the season, the 0-2. Tails away with an off speed. A ball and 2 strikes. The Sweets in a 3-game skid after winning 2 straight against the Bend Elks to start the homestands. Since then, lost game number 3 against the Elks. 1 out. The 1-2 deal. Misses outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Elks scored double-digit runs in a game that was really never close out of the gate. Then in game number 1 against the Berries, a somewhat familiar story. Walla Walla loses 9-1. And in yesterday's ball game, 23-7. Guile a lead at first. Comes set. The 2-2. A little squibber right side of the infield. Moon fields, flips to second for 1, whips to first base. In time, double play. 4-6-3. And Lucas Plenard faces the minimum. After a leadoff base hit for Gunnar Guile, things looked promising. It ends not so much. Berries on top 1-0. Top of the second on the other side on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Walla Walla Valley Honda is now Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. The same great automotive family is here for all your needs. Service, parts, new Hondas, and top quality used vehicles, all backed by expert staff with the highest standards in the industry. After all, you're family at Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla and deserve the best. Visit us at UnderwriterHondaofWallaWalla.com to schedule service or a test drive today. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. Walk in as a guest, drive off as family.
Washington homeowners are saving thousands of dollars on their energy bill by upgrading their home. And the best part is, CNGC is giving back even more money when you switch to a more efficient alternative. So you can enjoy increased property value, a higher quality of life with better appliances, and greater comfort for your family. Scan this QR code or go to cngc.com and save money on your energy bill.
pitch. Okay. We roll onwards and upwards to the top of the second inning. Sam Nicholson out on the hill. Facing off against Brecken Hadley, the pitch. Curveball swirls and slices the outer edge for strike one. Nicholson's curveball, despite having an upper 80s fastball, sitting at 68 miles an hour. The pitch. Lace to left, slices foul. 0-2. There you go. There's the 89 mile per hour fastball on the outmost part of the plate. Rocketed 93 off the bat, but after seeing 68, Hadley's late. The pitch. Down and inside at the ankles. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Brecken Hadley hitting .292 on the season. In yesterday's ball game, goes 5 for 6 with 4 ribbies. The 1-2. Chopped right side, foul ball. And we'll do it again on 1 and 2. Hadley so good at just staying alive, does not give anything up for free. Behind 1-2, the pitch. Misses high. From the belt, the stretch, and the 2-2 deal. Fastball misses outside. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch. Swing and a foul tip, just gets a piece of a curveball. And we'll do it again. With nobody on, Swedes trail the Berries 1-0 here in the top of the second. Hadley struck out 22 times in 106 at-bats. The 3-2 misses down low. He takes a walk, his 15th of the season. And for the second straight inning, the Berries have a leadoff base runner. Anthony Cepeda steps in. Batting from the left side. Cepeda batting 8th for the Berries. Just for some context, he's batting 8th and he's hitting .309. This Berries lineup red hot, not only right now, but this whole season. The pitch. Shows bunt, pulls away as the curveball dances way high for ball number 1. Nicholson holds his all-black glove by his left ear, dangles his right arm like a pendulum as he leans in and gets the sign. From Isaiah Chacon, twirls and throws to first base, tag applied by Chris DeSoris. Not in time, Brecken Hadley gets back. Hadley with no stolen bases on the season. This would be his first if he takes off. The pitch. Shows bunt, pulls away after a fastball misses low and outside. 2 balls and no strikes. A pivotal game number 3. Sweets trying to salvage against the Berries after Marion took the first 2 games. From the stretch, the 2-0 shows bunt yet again, and another fastball misses down in the dirt. Nicholson taps his chest. Steps off the mound, tries to regain some composure down 3-0 after already walking Hadley in the second to open the frame. Peyton Tyner, the 9-hole hitter, on deck. The next offering misses down low. So it's a 4-pitch walk to Anthony Cepeda. And there's 2 on. Peyton Tyner batting from the left side. And Isaiah Chacon's going to walk out. This is an all too pivotal game, but also this is a huge inning. The Sweets have played from behind really the last 3 games. And there's been signs of comebacks this entire season, but it goes without saying that it's a lot harder to win a ball game when you go down 3, 4, 5, 7 runs after the first 3 frames. The meeting ends out on the hill. Peyton Tyner in at the dish, hitting .313 on the season. The lefty bat has the righty-lefty matchup. The pitch misses high. Goes back to the curveball. Nicholson has not located that curveball all too well here in the early parts of the second inning. Was working better for him in the first. With 2 on, Hadley at second, Cepeda at first. Takes a peek, the pitch. Shows bunt yet again, and he gets it down. It's a beautiful bunt. Nicholson comes up with it. There's no throw to first, no throw to anywhere, and the bases are loaded. An infield single, And the lineup turns around. Cade Goldstein steps in, and this could get ugly without a couple of outs here. Hadley at third, Cepeda at second. Now it's Tyner in at first with a bunt single. Beautiful, maybe a third of the way down the line. Nicholson, the pitcher, ended up getting up to the baseball, but not before Tyner was already at first. The first offering to Goldstein spirals in for a strike on the top rail. 0-1. Goldstein singled his last time up and came around to score the first run of the game. From the stretch, the 0-1. Spins high. Nicholson's really working with that curveball. Seemingly is going to live or die by it today, and the count's evened at 1-1. Righty's deal. Misses inside, and it clambers off the inside ankle of Cade Goldstein. 1 run scores, and the bases are still juiced. And it's been kind of a similar problem all season for a lot of these starting pitchers for the Sweets. The control, not all game, but in just one particular inning, sometimes blows up on them. It's now 3 free passes with no outs here in the second. In steps Danny Weidman, and out steps Sam Nicholson as he recollects himself and gets the sign from Isaiah Chacon. Double play depth for the Sweets up the middle. The pitch on the way. Fastball just a little bit outside. 1-0. This game becomes even bigger when you get the context that the Elks won today. So they're now 2 games up on the Sweets. Beat 2.5 with a loss. The pitch. Skied right side. Slicing over the netting and into the bleachers for strike number 1. A nice catch by a fan. You hear Borleske rejoice. And the count evens up 1-1. Weidman walked his last time up in the first. Sweets trail the Berries 2-0, top of the second. The pitch on the way. Hit hard out towards left center field, and this gets down for a base hit. 1 run scores as Anthony Cepeda touches home. Tyner now touches home as well. It's an RBI double for Danny Weidman, and the Berries on top 4-0 over the Sweets. They can do no wrong here at Borleske. Bryce Hubbard steps in, 2 runners in scoring position, and all of a sudden, you look down, you look up, and the Berries are a base hit away from going up 6-0 on the Sweets here in the top of the second. And manager Colby Waterloo senses the moment and steps out of the dugout. Going to walk out and talk it up with Sam Nicholson. Now, I'll tell you what, I saw 3 games against the Berries over in Salem, pretty much the same team, and yet they look so different. Everything hit hard. Everything finding the outfield grass. Bunts going in their direction. 3-2 pitches, borderline. It's called balls. Just the little things are going right for the Berries in the most pivotal part of the season. And that's the way it is right now. And Nicholson's got a battle out there on the hill. Bottom line, the Sweets lose today. They're a game and a half out, and they lose the tiebreaker against both the Elks and the Berries, so they'd essentially be 2.5 out of a playoff spot, 3.5 out of the division, or rather the first wild card spot, as the second half is pretty much all gone. Corvallis running away with it. So manager Colby Waterloo has his 2 cents with Nicholson. He's going to walk back over to the dugout with 2 on in scoring position, facing off against Bryce Hubbard, and he's hitting .364 on the season. There is just 2 batters in this entire lineup hitting under 300, and they are both hitting over .285. The pitch on the way. Laced to left, slicing well out of play as it hits the very top of the bullpen. First strike 1. Hubbard wearing all gold gloves with a golden opportunity. 0-1. Misses inside, it gets past Chacon, but it bounces off of the backstop in a favorable bounce for the Sweets. He comes up with it. Goldstein does not come home from third, so there's still 2 on in scoring position. And the count's even, 1 ball and 1 strike. Nicholson still looking for his first strikeout of the day. Sweets trail the Berries 4-0. Berries looking out on. 1-1. Striped over the inner edge. A huge strike number 2. Now Nicholson's got to put him away. There's the curveball. What will he go to on 1-2? Hubbard from the left side. Nicholson, the righty arm. The 1-2. Just a little bit away. Dialing up a 90-mile-per-hour fastball for the first time this afternoon. And the count evens up 2-2 in the top of the second in an early 4-0 hole. The 2-2 outside. Full count. You cannot let him off the hook here. Need to start collecting outs. There's still nobody gone. Against Brecken Hadley, you had him ahead 1-2 to open up the frame, ended up walking. The payoff pitch. Check swing. He went around. A huge strikeout. Holy smokes. That could not have been bigger. A borderline check swing call goes the Sweets' way. Finally, something breaks for Walla Walla here against the Marion Berries in a 3-game set here at Borleske. And there's 1 gone on a sword strikeout. Up steps Paul Vasquez. The pitch on the way. Fastball misses well inside for ball number 1. Has to do a little bit of tango over there in the righty batter's box. Gets out of the way. Vasquez singled his last time up. Scored Goldstein with an RBI. The 1-0. Curveball misses well upstairs. 2 balls and no strikes. Weidman at second. Goldstein at third. Vasquez hitting .313 on the season. Went 3 for 4 with 6 RBIs in yesterday's game. 2-0. Ripped left side, foul ball. So it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Nicholson gets to the sign. Standard depth defensively. From the stretch, the 2-1. Curveball misses high. Nicholson with a rather violent delivery. Comes from the stretch. And by the time you see first movement to the ball leaving the palm, maybe a third of a second. 3-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 90 miles an hour top rail. A beautiful pitch by Sam Nicholson out of the University of Washington. Struggled to find his footing in the early parts of this season. Can he get out of a jam with 2 on? Berries on top 4-0. Top of the second, 1 out. The payoff. Inside ball 4, and the bases are loaded. Tyler Dunning steps in.
Let's take that one back. One shortstop number 24, Tyler Dunning. That's a turn 2.
In every rainstorm, there's always a reason to look for the sun, and at least now double play depth for the Sweets up the middle with a chance to get out of it. Tyler Dunning, not the speediest of guys in at the batter's box, not slow either. The righty's deal. Check swing, and it rams off the innermost part of the bat, right at the handle for strike 1. That fastball would have missed up and inside if it didn't hit off the bat of Dunning. Flew it to right field his last time up. A hard hit ball over towards the gap. Guile did a nice job to range towards his right and retire Dunning his first time up. The next offering misses up high. 1 ball and 1 strike with the curveball. Dunning takes a deep breath as he holds his all-black bat in front of his eyes. Almost like he's giving it a pep talk. The righty-on-righty matchup, the pitch. Slap to right, and it goes over the bleachers out of play for strike 2. Early on, this is a huge spot. Sam Nicholson trying to battle, bases loaded. Goldstein at third, Weidman second, Vasquez at first. Berries on top 4-0 over the Sweets. Walla Walla has played from behind this whole series. The 1-2. A little dribbler left side and this gets through. Andrew Demno comes up with the ball at the ankles, fires a rocket shot to home, but not before Weidman touches home plate. The Berries draw closer to putting the Sweets completely out of this with a 2-run RBI single. On top 6-0 over the Sweets. Top of the second frame. A heartbreaker, and there's 2-1. Hit hard, 93 off the bat, but it was on the ground. An exit angle of just 1 degree, unfortunately, found the wrong part of the infield. The pitch. Curveball crackles over the corner on the outer edge to Andrew Moon for strike 1. This is the difference in baseball, right? That ground ball placed a few degrees to the right, the 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2 on a curveball in the dirt. All of a sudden, a sure-handed Esteban Olazaba has a play at turning 2 and getting the Sweets out of a jam. Instead, goes just a few degrees more towards third base, gets through, skates into left field, and 2-run score. The 0-2. And it hits his head. A hit by pitch. Let's hope Andrew Moon's okay. Wore it like a champ. Still holding his black bat and slowly flips it towards the dugout. Going to walk over towards first. Manager Colby Waterlow walks out towards the dugout, and his day is done. Sam Nicholson, after 1 1/3, gives up 6 runs. Walla Walla trails 6-0, and there's still 2 on, and there's only 1 out. And that's where we're at, and we'll take a break. Be back right after this on the Walla Walla Suites Digital Network.
Tasting fresh isn't hard with Blue Mountain Cider Company. As the official hard cider of the Walla Walla Suites, our award-winning ciders have been crafted with love from local apples since 2003. Crisp, refreshing, and less filling than beer, Blue Mountain Cider is the perfect choice for any occasion. Check out our 8 flavors including peach, cherry, and harvest blend this summer. These ciders are sure to be a home run. Join us on Facebook and at drinkcider.com to learn more. Blue Mountain Cider Company, an apple a day, 1 glass at a time.
Experience elegance in the heart of downtown Walla Walla at the Marcus Whitman Hotel. Call for reservations at 509-525-2200 or visit us online at marcuswhitmanhotel.com.
Welcome to hospitality. Welcome to luxury. Welcome to Legends Casino Hotel. Visit legendscasino.com or call and book your stay today.
Play, stay, get away at Clearwater River Casino in Lewiston, Idaho. Owned and operated by the Nez Perce Tribe. Experience Namipu hospitality with 600 gaming machines, comfortable lodging, dining, and sports bar. Excitement is everywhere. The region's premier destination for events and entertainment. Win big with unforgettable concerts, comedy shows, and live sports action. Discover your next play, stay, get away.
Berries on top, 6-0 over the Sweets. 1 out, top of the second. Bases are loaded. Paxton Fenberg steps in. The right side, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Offers at a curveball down in the dirt for strike 1. In at the dish, Brecken Hadley for the second time in this inning. Walked and scored to start out the frame. Was behind 1-2. This inning could have been completely different with a table setter strikeout. The 0-1. Ripped to right, fielded, by Chris DeSoris. He steps on first for just 1 out. A run comes in to score. Paul Vasquez touches home, and the Berries on top 7-0 over the Swedes. Six-run score in the inning already. In steps Anthony Cepeda. The pitch. Misses inside. 1-0. Cepeda batting from the left side. Fenberg, the righty arm. Out of Edmonds Community College. Transferred from Gonzaga University a couple seasons ago. Kicks and deals on 1-0. A high drive. Out towards right field. Guile, back, track, gone. And this game is wide open. The Berries can do no wrong here at Borleske Stadium. A 10 spot. On top 10-0. Top of the second. The lefty bat Peyton Tyner steps in the pitch. Burned over the outer edge. Strike one. Oh, 1. Popped up, center field. Tristan Schaefer barely has to move. Makes the play out 2. Rather, that's out number 3, and that'll do it. A 9 spot, top of the second. We'll take a break. Walla Walla trails Marion 10-0 on the Walla Walla Suites Digital Network.
Whatever your printing needs, Abbott's Printing does it all. Signs and banners, rich, full-colored, high-quality commercial and digital printing, direct mailings, full-color business cards, and postcards. If you want a printing job done right, then Abbott's Printing is the place to be. Abbott's Printing provides award-winning quality and outstanding customer service. Visit abbottsprinting.com to view their selection or call 453-8202. That's 453-8202. Abbott's Printing, where the excellence is on paper.
Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is proud to be the official hotel of the Walla Walla Suite. Our guests are sure to get a great night's sleep in one of our recently remodeled rooms, and our 24-hour pool and spa are perfect for round-the-clock relaxation. Each night at Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is followed by a complimentary breakfast included with every stay. At Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla, you can catch some Z's while the Suites catch some W's. Wins, that is.
It's time to play ball with Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, where you're more than a guest. You are part of the family. And here's an exclusive offer for all you Suites fans. Show us your Walla Walla Suites ticket at your next service visit and receive 10% off any regular price service performed. Formerly Walla Walla Valley Honda, same great automotive family and proud sponsor of the Walla Walla Suites. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, where you walk in as a guest and drive off as family.
Bottom of the second inning, Berries a 9 spot in the top of the frame, on top 10-0 over Walla Walla. Dom Cadiz steps in, facing off against Plenards. First pitch on the way. Misses low and outside with a curveball for ball number 1. Cadiz hitting .348 on the season. The 1-0. Right down the pipe with a fastball, strike 1. In yesterday's ball game, the Swedes trail 7-1 after 2 innings. Down 10-0 here in the bottom of the second in today's ball game. The windup, the 1-1. Popped up, back, behind the netting, and out of play. So it's 1 ball and 2 strikes to the incoming freshman at UCLA, Dom Cadiz. The 1-2. Fastball misses away, and the count evens up 2 balls and 2 strikes. In game number 1 on Friday, the Barriers were on top 6-1 after 3 innings. That's where we've been in this series, the 2-2. Swing as he turns on a fastball in at the hands. Foul ball, but it's just miraculous he even got his barrel to that baseball. Holy smokes. That fastball might have hit him. It was so far inside, and yet Cadiz turned his hips, had fast hands, and got wood to the ball. Dead right on a heater. The 2-2. There's the off speed, misses low and away in the dirt. And the count runs full 3 balls and 2 strikes. Nobody on base. Dom Cadiz in at the first time. Hitting 4th for the Sweets today. Went 1 for 2 in yesterday's ball game. The payoff pitch. Downstairs, ball 4, so a leadoff base runner for the Sweets, and they're going to need a lot more of that if they want to try and come back in this competition. Up steps Isaiah Chacon. With the Sweets down 10-0. Chacon hitting exactly at 300 this season, an off day in yesterday's ball game. Batting from the left side, the righties deal. Misses high, 1-0. Chacon out of Lewis Clark State College. Originally from Houston, Texas. Really bebopping around the world. Around the country, rather. It's a pretty big world, so I'll say that. The 1-0. Right down the middle with the fastball. I'm talking center cut. First strike 1. From the belt, the kick, and the 1-1 deal. Way up and outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Dom Cadiz at first, with the Sweets trailing the Berries 10-0. Bottom of the 2nd inning. Lucas Planard out on the hill. The righties 2-1 to Chacon. Another one misses way up and outside, so Chacon in a very familiar spot. 3 balls and 1 strike. Really, he's doing what he does best. Walks. 19 walks on the season, just 20 official at-bats. Also has 2 hit by pitches, so more free passes than at-bats this year. The 3-1. That's right down the middle. Chacon's watched a couple of heaters down the center of the plate, but it's hard to argue with a guy that's been walking at over a 50% rate. Hard to maintain, and yet he's done it. The payoff is ripped to right center, and it gets down as it finds some outfield grass. Danny Whiteman, the center fielder, comes up with it and promptly throws it in. Cadiz stops at second base. A walk and a single from Isaiah Chacon. And the Sweets working something out here in the bottom of the 2nd, down 10-0. There's 2 on. Up steps Nate Stuyvesant. Stuyvesant batting .258 on the season. Had himself an all-right day yesterday. 2 for 5. One of the only Sweets with a multi-hit day. From the belt, the pitch on the way. Slider misses well outside for ball number 1. A few games ago, Nate Stuyvesant goes 4 for 5 on Thursday evening against the Bend Elks. His first ball game with 3+ hits all season. 2 on, take their lead. Chacon at first, Cadiz at second. The 1-0 deal. Curveball crisscrosses the upper inside corner. And the count evens up 1-1. Blue skies overhead. Some clouds out in the distance, closer towards the horizon in center field. Lower 80 degrees day. The 1-1. Fastball yanked way off the plate. 2 balls and 1 strike. The Sweets a half game back on the Marion Berries for the second and last wild card spot in the South, attempting to get to postseason play for the first time since 2019. From the belts, the stretch and the 2-1. Misses outside. 3 balls and 1 strike. Lucas Plenert showing signs of faltering out on the hill. Hitters count. The 3-1 to Nate on the way. Fastball squeezes away for ball 4. Bases loaded. Up steps Christosaurus, batting 7th for the Sweets. This would be a heck of a response. Down by 10, you really have no other option than jump on the Berries offensively. This is it. Still a sizable portion of the season left after today's ball game. 9 straight games tomorrow off day, and then 9 straight, no more rest the rest of the way. However, today's game holds a little bit more weight than usual. The reasoning, not only is it against the Berries, who are a half game up on you for the second wild card spot, it also determines the tiebreaker scenarios. With the win, Sweets win could potentially catapult them over the Berries as far as the tiebreaker goes. The first pitch to Thesaurus. Misses down and inside, 1-0 with the bases juiced. Barring a Berries sweep over the Pickles in early August to end the season, a win today would put Walla Walla in the tiebreaker, the 1-1. Fastball rides the basement of the zone for strike 1 over the middle at 90 miles an hour. 1 ball and 1 strike. Bases loaded. Sweets trail 10-0. The pitch to Thesaurus. Fouled back. 1-2. Cadiz at third. Chacon at second base. Stuyvesant at first. And it's up to the bottom of the lineup to get the job done. Thesaurus, the lefty bat, joined the team less than a week ago in a big moment. The 1-2. Lays to left, out of play. For a moment there, looked like it might have caught the chalk, but continued to slice foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes. On deck, Tristan Schaefer. In the hole, Andrew Deminu. The 1-2. Down in the dirt, a nice stop by Brecken Hadley behind the dish. Count evens up 2-2. Talk about a big moment. With the Berries up 10-0, realistically, this could be the best chance the Sweets get to get themselves back in the ball game. From the stretch, the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Some high heat. Take a seat, and there's 1 gone. Schaefer steps in from the right side. Out of Umpqua Community College, batting 171 on the season. Bases loaded, Sweets down 10-0. The stretch in the deal. Whipped inside, maybe a tick upstairs as well, 1-0. On deck, Andrew Deminu, the 9-hole hitter for the Sweets. Then the lineup turns around. Bases loaded. We'll see if we get there. From the belts, the 1-0. Watches a curveball over the heart of the plate. Strike 1. Cadiz at third, Chacon at second, Stuyvesant at first. The 1-1. Misses away with a breaking ball. 2 balls and 1 strike. Schaefer takes a practice swing with his all-black barrel, plastered by his white batting gloves. Plenard, black glove, placed at the chest. The 2-1. A check swing that rams off the inside of the bat and fouled on the first base line for strike 2. Tristan Schaefer looked like he would have held up but it doesn't matter as that baseball missed so far inside that it ends up hitting the handle of his bat. So it's 2-2. Bases loaded, 1 out. From the stretch, the righties deal. Got him looking, strike 3. 90 miles an hour, outer black, and there's 2 gone. Back-to-back strikeouts for Lucas Plenard with the bases loaded, and it's all down to Andrew Deminu. With the bases juiced, Deminu from the right side, batting .225 on the year. Has come through in big spots all season. The pitch misses high, ball number 1. It feels as if Deminu, in every big moment, rises to the occasion. Can he do it yet again? 2 outs, the 1-0. A slow roller right back to the pitcher. It skates off his glove. Andrew Moon comes up with it, fires the first, not in time. Should have been a routine play. Lucas Plenard couldn't glove it. Cadiz touches home, and the Sweets down 10-1 against the Marion Berries here in the bottom of the second. Lineup turns around. Gunnar Geil steps in from the left side, has the righty-lefty matchup. Sometimes all you need in life is a lucky break. You gotta put yourself in a position to get lucky. The Sweets do just that. Load the bases with no outs. Then Plenard gets back-to-back strikeouts to Tesaurus and Schaefer. Deminu a slow roller back to Plenard. The pitch on the way to Geil. A little flare, hopper, left side. Goldstein, gloves, touches third. So the inning ends. Just 1 run across for the Sweets. Leaves the bases loaded on 1 base hit, 1 error. And the Sweets trail the Berries 10-1. We hit the top third. We'll be back right after this on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Walla Walla Valley Honda is now Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. The same great automotive family is here for all your needs. Service, parts, new Hondas, and top quality used vehicles, all backed by expert staff with the highest standards in the industry. After all, you're family at Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla and deserve the best. Visit us at underwriterhondaofwallawalla.com to schedule service or a test drive today. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. Walk in as a guest, drive off as family.
Washington homeowners are saving thousands of dollars on their energy bill by upgrading their home. And the best part is, CNGC is giving back even more money when you switch to a more efficient alternative. So you can enjoy increased property value, a higher quality of life with better appliances, and greater comfort for your family. Scan this QR code or go to cngc.com and save money on your energy bill.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Top of the third, Sweets trail the Berries 10-1. Fenberg out on the hill, first pitch on the way. Fastball hits the outer corner for strike 1. Cade Goldstein steps in. Pitch on the way. Curveball just misses the outer edge. So the count evens up 1-1. Bear Plays asks in the chat, is Landon Young no longer playing for the Sweets? He is still on the team, and I'll leave it at that. Been struggling with some sort of physical health, the 1-1. Foul ball right side. 1-2. Goldstein, 1 for 1 on the day, walked in the second, scored twice. From the left side, with his all black bat, plastered by his dark green, forest green colored batting gloves. In the windup, the 1-2. Curveball spins well up and outside, 2-2. somebody that has quietly gone unnoticed, that hasn't played in a week or so, who's been huge for this Sweets team that they just haven't had, the 2-2, is a hard hit ball out towards center field. Tristan Schaefer ranges, makes the play, and there's one gone. Some sympathetic claps from the Borleske Stadium fan base. Colby Solomon, 4-year Sweet, hasn't played in over a week. Let's hope he's back on the mound in no time. Weidman steps in from the right side, facing off against the righty Fenberg. In the windup, the pitch on the way. Misses outside. Touch downstairs as well, so it's 1-0. In the windup, the kick in the deal. Spins low. 2 balls and no strikes. I really have no answers. After playing 3 in Salem, these two teams look as competitive can be. The 2-0. Slow roller, right side foul, 2-1. And if anything, the Sweets looked a tick better. Objectively speaking, Walla Walla wins 2 of 3 games. The one game the Berries win is a narrow 1-run victory. The 2-1. Outside, 3 balls and 1 strike. Then a week later, at a place you've been so good at this whole season, Borleske Stadium, you win 2 of 3 against the Elks. The 3-1. Swing and a miss, fastball down low. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And then, despite pretty much the same rosters on either end, just a week after a 3-game series in Salem, it's been inexplicable. 3-2. Lace to left, this gets down in the gap. Tristan Schaefer comes up with the baseball. Weidman stops at first base. Now he creeps towards second as Schaefer has a tough time throwing it in. Does get it in enough time, though, for Weidman to stay put at first. And up steps Bryce Hubbard. Hubbard batting from the left side, 0 for 2 on the day. The only Marion Berry who has not reached base today. And we're in the 3rd inning, 1 out. The pitch. Runner takes off. Chacon can come up with the baseball. A stolen base for Danny Weidman. The Sweets have the bases loaded. In the bottom of the 2nd, can you get just 1 run across? They do get the 1 run across on an E1, the 1-0. Chopped foul. Right side. Count evens up, 1 ball and 1 strike. We can take a quick trip around the West Coast League. A lot of scores already finalized on a Sunday. About half the league, give or take, starts their games at 1 p.m. on a day game time. The next pitch swerves in, a curveball for strike 2 on the outer edge. Final at Norbrook Stadium, a 12:07 p.m. first pitch. The Nanaimo Night Owls beat the Kamloops North Paws 5-4. The 1-2. Popped up, left field. Andrew Demenu gives chase, battling the sun, and makes the play. Danny Weidman scampers back to second, and there's 2 gone. In steps Paul Vasquez. The Wenatchee Apple Sox lose against the Victoria Harbor Cats 13-8 at Wilson's Group Stadium. That was a 105 first pitch. A final at Story Fields. Unfortunately for the Sweets and the Marion Berries, the Elks beat the Cowlitz Black Bears 16-10 in 10 innings. A close one. The stretch in the deal. Misses away with a breaking ball, 1-0. The Portland Pickles, in a real thrilling contest, beat the Ridgefield Raptors 1-0. Top of the 7th, the Port Angeles Lefties on top of the Springfield Drifters 12-9. The 1-0. Misses outside, so make it 2 balls and no strikes. Coming into today's game, the Springfield Drifters just a game and a half back of the Walla Walla Sweets. 2 games back of the Marion Berries, so that's a welcome loss. The 2-0. misses high with a heater, 3 balls and no strikes. And in the top of the 7th, the Corvallis Knights on top 8-3 over the Yakima Valley Pippins. The Pippins season continues to deteriorate. 10-34 on the year. Corvallis, on the other hand, has been red hot. The pitch misses outside in the dirt, a 4-pitch walk, and there's 2 on. In steps Tyler Dunning. In the second half, the Corvallis Knights' sole lead for the first time this season. The Portland Pickles were right there with them. The Knights now 13-4, would be 14-4 with a win today against the Pippins over at Goss Stadium. On the top of the 5th, Riverhawks and Falcons, no score. And here in the top of the 3rd at Borleske Stadium, Walla Walla trails Marion 10-1. The offering. Curveball spins and dices the outer edge for strike 1. Tyler Dunning, 1 for 2 on the day. Hitting .286 on the season. The righty bat, pitch on the way. Doesn't offer on a curveball, missing low and away. And it's ball number 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Weidman at second. Vasquez at first. Fenberg, set. 1-1. Misses low, 2 balls and 1 strike. Paxton Fenberg trying to spin the first scoreless frame against the Marion Berries here in today's ball game. Two outs from the stretch. The delivery. Misses away. Two on. Weidman at second. Vasquez at first. Takes a peek over at second base. Now delivers home. A slow roller over towards first base. Charging. Tesaurus flips to first. Fenberg covers. Stepped on the bag. Out 3. For a moment there, it looked like Fenberg's foot slipped off the bag, but he does just get his tippy toe on the outermost part of the first base. And there's 3 gone. The Berries leave 2 on 1 base hit. It's the first scoreless inning of the game. The Swedes still have a big hole, down 10-1, but got to start somewhere. Bottom of the 3rd on the other side. We'll be back right after this on the Walla Walla Swedes Digital Network.
Walla Walla Valley Honda is now Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. The same great automotive family is here for all your needs. Service, parts, new Hondas, and top quality used vehicles, all backed by expert staff with the highest standards in the industry. After all, you're family at Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla and deserve the best. Visit us at underwriterhondaofwallawalla.com to schedule service or a test drive today. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. Walk in as a guest, drive off as family.
White. Welcome into Borleske Stadium. Drew Albaugh, your play-by-play broadcaster, on the mic for all 9 innings. As the Swedes trail the Berries 10-1, bottom of the 3rd, Esteban Olazaba steps in. Batting second today for the Swedes, facing off against Lucas Plenard for the 2nd time. Pitch on the way. Fastball yanked off the plate, ball number 1. Esteban Olazaba. Flew out to second his first time up. batting .070 on the season, just 1 for 14 on the year. From the stretch, the 1-0 is ripped to right center field. Danny Weidman ranges, can't make the play. On the bounce, he squeezes high above his head and promptly throws the ball in. Holds Olazaba at a single, but there's a runner on. In steps Billy Scaldaferri. Scaldaferri grounded out into a 4-6-3 double play back in the first inning. Hitting .269 on the season. Plenner takes a peek at first. Olazaba, a speedy base runner, takes a hearty lead at first base. From the stretch, the kick in the deal. Fastball squeezes inside, 1-0. Clocking in at 86 miles an hour. With the Swedes trailing the Berries 10-1. In the bottom of the third, a 9 spot in the second frame catapults the Berries to an early lead. The 1-0. Fastball misses up and in. The throw goes back to first. Olazaba back safely. No tag applied on the back pick. 2 balls and no strikes. On a bluebird day here in Walla Walla, only a few clouds out towards center field, right above the horizon. Shade covering most of the infield. Sun in the outfield. The 2-0. Slider misses away. Scaldaferri is working a 3-0 count. Dom Cadiz on deck. Leader in RBIs for the Swedes. Olazaba, a lead at first base as Scaldaferri pinwheels his all-gray torpedo bat, plastered by his red batting gloves. The pitch misses low and away. A 4-pitch walk. Scaldaferri trots over to first base. In steps Dom Cadiz. Olazaba at second. Scaldaferri at first. Swedes trail the Berries 10-1 in the bottom of the third. Cadiz batting .348 on the season, leads the Swedes in average, home runs, RBIs. The pitch on the way. Fastball misses outside, in and out of Plenner's glove, but he does keep it in front of him just enough to keep Olazaba at second. Cadiz drafted by the Milwaukee Brewers in the 15th round a weekend ago. The incoming freshman at UCLA. 1-0. Swedes dropped the first 2 games against the Berries. Looking for the salvage with 2 on, no outs. Spins and fires to second base. Olazaba just gets his right hand in there. He's safe. A nice pickoff attempt by Lucas Plenard almost gets Olazaba. But there's a big difference between almost and completed. I almost did the laundry a lot in college. I completed my laundry very rarely, the 1-1. Fastball misses up and in. I can't tell you how many times I've worn my socks 3 or 4 times before putting them in the wash. There's a few non-negotiables. Socks, t-shirts I can kind of work through. I'm guessing you can guess what the non-negotiables are. At the belt. The 2-1 from Plenner. Swing and a miss. Cadiz chases 86 way off the plate for strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Berries on top 10-1 over the Swedes. Bottom of the third. Some life down the right field line in the Berries bullpen.
You got this, Dom. Come on.
Kicks and deals. A cue shot, right side of the infield. Andrew Moon charges, and it eats him up at second. Dom Cadiz touches first base without a throw. Goes down as an E4, and the bases are loaded. Isaiah Chacon, the 5-hole hitter for the Swedes, steps in. Olazaba at third, Scaldaferri at second, Dom Cadiz at first. Nobody out. The 1-0. Tails away for ball 2. Plenard's losing some control here in the third. The Sweets down 10-1 in potentially the most pivotal ball game of the season. The pitch misses inside, 3-0. Plenard a pitch away from a walk with the bases loaded. Chacon has already walked 19 times on the season. He has just 20 at-bats. Has been hit by a pitch twice as well. Facing the 3-0. Right down Main Street, 87. Down the pipe for strike one. 3 balls in 1 strike. A golden opportunity. Bases loaded. Sweets down by 9. The pitch. Misses inside. Chacon does what he does best. A bases loaded walk. Olazaba touches home plate, and the Sweets trail the Berries 10-2. And that's going to prompt a pitching change. With the bases loaded and still nobody out, head coach Tucker Brack walks out, and the day is done for Lucas Plenard. Walla Walla threatening with the bases loaded. Nate Stuyvesant steps up, and we'll take a break. Be back right after this. Berries on top 10-2 over the Sweets on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Tasting fresh isn't hard with Blue Mountain Cider Company. As the official hard cider of the Walla Walla Sweets, our award-winning ciders have been crafted with love from local apples since 2003. Crisp, refreshing, and less filling than beer, Blue Mountain Cider is the perfect choice for any occasion. Check out our 8 flavors including peach, cherry, and harvest blend this summer. These ciders are sure to be a home run. Join us on Facebook and at drinkcider.com to learn more. Blue Mountain Cider Company, an apple a day, 1 glass at a time.
Experience elegance in the heart of downtown Walla Walla at the Marcus Whitman Hotel. Call for reservations at 509-525-2200 or visit us online at marcuswhitmanhotel.com.
Welcome to hospitality. Welcome to luxury. Welcome to Legends Casino Hotel. Visit legendscasino.com or call and book your stay today.
A huge spot for the Walla Walla Sweets against the Marion Berries here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. A prime opportunity. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Sweets trail the Berries 10-2 with a chance to get back into this ball game. Stuyvesant. The first pitch on the way. Curveball crisscrosses the outer edge for strike one. A huge first pitch strike. Joseph Perez steps in, out on the mound. His blue glove at his belt. From the stretch, the 0-1. A high fly ball out towards left field that doesn't quite have the legs on it. Back steps Peyton Tyner at the track. He makes the play high above his head. Scalaferri races from third to home. Cadiz in at third base. Chacon stops right at first. He doesn't tag. And there's one gone. Sweets trail the Berries 10-3. So 1 out, RBI sac fly for Nate Stuyvesant. Chris DeSore steps in, struck out his last time up with the bases loaded to pitch. Fastball just hits the very basement of the zone. First strike one. The Sweets had a big chance in the second frame with the bases loaded. Got just one run across. The pitch. Laced on the ground over towards shortstop, and it gets past Tyler Dunning. He can't come up with it. Cadiz touches home. Isaiah Chacon at second. He stops right there. That ball had some weird English on it. It bounced slightly off the mound, must have picked up some spin, and spun right past Dunning. Christosaurus reaches first base on an E6. The second error of the inning, third of the day for the Berries, and Tristan Schaefer steps in. Struck out looking his last time up, also with the bases loaded. The righty bat with Chacon on second, Tosaurus at first. The pitch. Right down the middle, 89. A cookie, first strike one. Perez, set. Winds, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Can't catch up to 89, top rail. Behind 0-2. The pitch on the way. High fly ball out towards right field. This is foul, but crushed. First strike two as it bounds off the slugger's concession in right field. Now, of course, Sluggers isn't actually in right field. That would be a safety hazard. It's in foul play over a screen. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and just gets a piece of it on a check swing, rather. And we'll do it again on 0-2. Imagine if the concessions were just in the field. Fans just kind of walking around. There's signs. Look out. Players might run into you. / baseballs could clobber you in the head. But it's a good view. So there you go. One out. From the belt, the 0-2. Swing and just stays alive with a foul tip. A piece for strike two. Schaefer behind 0-2. Kicks and deals. Slider misses away. It gets by Brecken Hadley. Chacon rounds third. He slips and now heads back. That hit off the right foot of Brecken Hadley. Fouled. Rather not a foul ball. Just misses with that breaking ball. And it pinballs off his right shin guard. So it's strike two.
Go, Rick. Got him hooked up now. Hooked up now. RBI.
Schaefer extending the at-bat. Can he find the big base hit with two in scoring position? One out, the 1-2. Fastball whistled away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Andrew Demanu, the 9-hole hitter, on deck, 1 gone. A couple of practice swings for Tristan Schaefer. The 2-2. Caught him looking, strike 3 on the inner black. A pitcher's pitch. Schaefer's down for the second time looking. Still 2 in scoring position. The Sweets got to capitalize. The pitch. Fastball misses away, 1-0. Walla Walla trails the Berries 10-4. Already more of a ball game than it was at 10-1. The 1-0. Spirals down for ball 2. With the bases loaded in the second frame, it was Christosaurus, Tristan Schaefer, and Andrew Demanu up. Started off with back-to-back strikeouts. Demanu reached on an E1. The 2-0. Fastball rides high. 3 balls and no strikes. Then here in the third, it was bases loaded for Stuyvesant, Tosaurus, Schaefer, and Demanu. Stuyvesant starts us off with a sac fly to left. Since then, it's been 2 straight outs. The 3-0. Just gets a piece of the outer edge. 3-1. A big spot. From the belt. Kicks. Deals on 3-1. Slices the outer corner. 88. Just gets a piece of the plate. 3-0 turns into 3-1, which turns into a full count. With 2 gone. The 3-2. Check swing on a ball outside. Did he go? He did not. Bases loaded. Andrew Demanu takes a walk. Up steps Gunnar Guile. With the bases loaded, this could be the moment. Tesaurus at third. Rather, Tesaurus at second. Chacon at third. Demanu at first. Guile out of the University of Arizona. Pitch on the way. Doesn't offer on a fastball inside for ball number 1. You're not going to get many more chances against this Berries team. Down 10-4, got to capitalize with 2 outs. The 1-0. Popped left side. This gets out of play, and the count evens up 1-1. Gunnar Guile, ranked as a top 150 player in Arizona, according to Perfect Game, prepped at IMG Academy. Built for the moment. The 1-1. Chopped foul first base side. Went to Omaha at the College World Series with the Wildcats. Has more extra base hits than singles this season. Runners off at the crack of the bat. Bases loaded. The pitch. Caught him looking. Fastball at the inner third. Gunnar Guile doesn't like the call. 84 hits the plate. And the bases are left loaded. The Swedes do scrape 3 runs across, so it's not a complete waste of an inning. In fact, the exact opposite. Walla Walla could have had a few more, though. Beggars can't be choosers, though. We got ourselves the ball game. It's 10-4. We head to the top of the 4th on 2 base hits, 2 errors, and 3 runs. Be back right after this on the Walla Walla Swedes Digital Network.
Walla Walla Valley Honda is now Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. The same great automotive family is here for all your needs. Service, parts, new Hondas, and top quality used vehicles, all backed by expert staff with the highest standards in the industry. After all, you're family at Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla and deserve the best. Visit us at underwriterhondaofwallawalla.com to schedule service or a test drive today. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. Walk in as a guest, drive off as family.
Andrew Moon leads us off in the 4th frame. Fenberg out on the hill, the windup in the pitch. Misses away, 1 ball and no strikes. The Swedes scrape 3 runs across in the bottom of the 3rd, now trail the Berries 10-4. Do leave the bases loaded, though, the 1-0. Roped, right center. Guile on his horse, looks up, reaches, and makes the play. Holy smokes, what a grab by Gunnar Guile. He takes a double, could have been more, away from Andrew Moon. And there's 1 gone. Brecken Hadley steps in, the lefty bat. Walked and scored in the 2nd frame. Was up twice in the 2nd as the first pitch swirls inside a breaking ball. 1-0. His second time up, grounded over to first as Chris DeSoris took it himself. The windup, the 1-0. Smoked out towards deep center field. Schaefer back, looks up and makes another great play. 2 gone right at the track. Schaefer and Guile making it look easy in the sun. That's slowly dipping closer and closer down the right field line to the bleachers, eventually to the horizon and out of distance. But for now, most of the outfield still in sunlight outside of the left field line and the right field line. The pitch on the way to Cepeda misses inside, 1-0. The entirety of the infield outside of a small gap in between second and third, closer to second base in sunlight. Glove over the face of Fenberg, the pitch. Chris crosses the lower outside corner, and the count evens up 1-1. A 9 spot for the Berries in the second inning has really been the catalyst for this ball game. It's been the difference, 1-1. This one misses downstairs, 2 balls and 1 strike. The Sweets with 4 runs through 3 innings, but they could have had a lot more. Left the bases loaded in both the second and the third inning. In the third, you do get 3 runs across, but with the bases juiced as the next pitch is grounded towards second, Stuyvesant fields, fires the first. It's a 1-2-3-4. With the bases juiced in the third and nobody out, you get just 1 more run across. Still, a couple of good innings for the Sweets. Gotta put them together to the bottom of the 4th. Sweets down 10-4 against the Marion Berries. We'll be back right after this on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Walla Walla Valley Honda is now Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. The same great automotive family is here for all your needs. Service, parts, new Hondas, and top quality used vehicles, all backed by expert staff with the highest standards in the industry. After all, you're family at Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla and deserve the best. Visit us at UnderwriterHondaofWallaWalla.com to schedule service or a test drive today. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. Walk in as a guest, drive off as family.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
In the bottom of the 4th inning, Sweets trail the Berries 10-4, and Esteban Olazaba steps in to lead us off here in the 4th. The windup and the pitch on the way. Popped up right field, foul ball as it continues to climb up the bleachers. That line right field for strike 1. Joseph Perez out on the hill. Perez, the righty arm out of Goodyear, Arizona. From the belt, the 0-1. Spirals and just hits the very bottom of the zone for strike 2. With nobody on, Olazaba leading off the 4th just like he led off the 3rd. Hopefully it's the same results, the 0-2. A high chopper bounding over towards short, taken high at the head by Dunning. The throw over to first base, up the line, tag. He didn't get his jersey, and Esteban Olazaba in safely with an infield base hit. The 3rd and the 4th start the same way with an Olazaba knock. He now has more base hits today than he has this entire season. Was 1 for 13 entering the year, rather entering today's contest. On the year, he was 1 for 13. Went 2 for 2 in his last 2 at-bats in the 3rd and the 4th. Up steps Scaldaferri. The first pitch misses outside, 1-0. Scaldaferri grounded out into a 4-6-3 double play in the first. And the third frame, he singled. Olazaba, a hearty lead at first base. You got to be careful on the base paths. Down by 6. The pitch on the way. Fouled back, and the count evens up 1-1. Free bases are great, but at the end of the day, you got to keep runners on. Traffic is the name of the game, down by 6. Every run matters. The 1-1. Misses low and away. 2 balls and 1 strike. You can't afford to get caught in a rock and a hard place between first and second. We've seen a couple of innings be damaged by pickoff attempts over to first by the Marion Berries, specifically in game 1. 2-1. Curveball misses outside. Olazaba's secondary there was about a third of the way between first and second. Doesn't take off, though, when there's the hitter's count. Hitter's count. From the belt, the 3-1 to Scaldaferri. High fly ball. Can of corn for Danny Weidman in the sunlight. Continues to backtrack, back pedals, and makes the play high above his head for out 1. Scaldaferri had every reason to swing at that. 89 down the pipe. Instead, it's a pop-up 98 off the bat. Goes 347 feet. They clobber that to left field with maybe a little bit help of the wind, and who knows, but to straightaway center where it's 412 feet. That's a routine fly ball every day of the week. Up steps Dom Cadiz. The pitch on the way. Curveball crisscrosses the inner edge for strike 1. Perez comes set. Olazaba at first, a lead. The righty-on-righty matchup pitch. Doesn't offer on a breaking ball outside. 1-1. The way teams attack Cadiz has changed from the start of the season to the end. A lot more breaking balls, not giving him anything over the plate. It's caused Cadiz to chase some fastballs away. The 1-1. High fly ball, left field, off the end of the bat. This could go, though. Back at the wall, looking up, and it's gone! Dom Cadiz sends a big fly out towards left field. And the Swedes trail the Berries 10-6 in the bottom of the 4th. Dom Cadiz puts the Swedes right back in this ball game. 323 feet. It didn't go a long ways, but it went just long enough. 92 off the bat. On an off-speed pitch on the upper outside part of the plate. Cadiz is some sort of strong to take that out towards left. Up steps Chacon, the first pitch. Cranked over the bottom part of the zone for strike 1. That was not an easy pitch to go towards left field. Cadiz whips his barrel around, connects with the baseball. A nice launch ankle, 0-1. A hard roller right back up the middle, fielded by Tyler Dunning at his left hip. The throw to first, into the chest of Vasquez, a squeeze, and it's out number 2. So there's 2 gone. Just like that, the Swedes are very much back in this ball game. At one point, it was 10-1. Now it's 10-6. Bottom of the 4th, Nate Stuyvesant steps in. Dom Cadiz has been solid as a rock for the Swedes. And it just continues this late in the season. Still got some juice from the belt. The righties deal to Stuyvesant. Misses away. 1-0. Cadiz's 9th homer on the season. The 1-0. A chopper left side. Foul ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Cadiz 3rd in the West Coast League in home runs with 9. Only trails Josh Schleichart with a record-breaking 16 and Noah Carliner with 13. The kind of astounding thing, Josh Schleichart had 16 at the beginning of July, or 15 rather, at the beginning of July. A big swing and a miss on a curveball downstairs for strike number 2. Was without a home run for almost 3 weeks before his record-breaking shot earlier in this week. In second, with 13, Noah Carline over at Ridgefield. The pitch on the way to Stuyvesant. Down in the dirt, and the count evens up 2-2. With 2 gone, Sweets have already plated a couple. A 2-run shot from Dom Cadiz. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Down goes Stuyvesant, chases 90 on the outer edge. But the Sweets do get a couple more back. Walla Walla showing some fight. Down 10-6. We head to the top of the 5th. On 2 base hits, no errors, and we'll be back right after this on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Walla Walla Valley Honda is now Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. The same great automotive family is here for all your needs. Service, parts, new Hondas, and top quality used vehicles, all backed by expert staff with the highest standards in the industry. After all, you're family at Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla and deserve the best. Visit us at UnderwriterHondaofWallaWalla.com to schedule service or a test drive today. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. Walk in as a guest, drive off as family.
Washington homeowners are saving thousands of dollars on their energy bill by upgrading their home. And the best part is, CNGC is giving back even more money when you switch to a more efficient alternative. So you can enjoy increased property value, a higher quality of life with better appliances, and greater comfort for your family. Scan this QR code or go to cngc.com and save money on your energy bill.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla Orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun.
Peyton Tyner steps in, leads us off in the top of the 5th. The windup and the pitch from Fenberg. Swing and a miss right over a 12-6 curve downstairs for strike 1. The Sweets now trail the Berries 10-6 in the top of the 5th. A little comeback for Walla Walla, 1 point down by 9. The next offering misses low with a fastball, and the count evens up 1-1. A 2-run home run from Dom Cadiz. Back in the 4th, out towards left field. The 1-1 deal. Spins and hits the inner black. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Fenberg doing an excellent job coming in the 2nd inning with just 1 gone. It's now gone 2 2/3 without giving up a run. The pitch. A chopper over towards first. Stuyvesant gloves at the belt and steps on the first base bag for out number 1. So there's 1 gone. And steps Cade Goldstein. One for 2 on the day. A walk in the 2nd. Scored both in the 1st and in the 2nd inning. From the left side. The righty steal. Fouled back. Stuyvesant is shaded way over towards first base. And Olazaba towards 3rd. So the middle of the infield rather open. The last line of defense is pretty much Fenberg as he shakes off a few pitches, shakes off another one. It's like my mom asking me to do my chores. Finally says yes, the 0-1. Misses away. 1 ball and 1 strike. It's kind of a, Mom, I'm going to clean my room, but if you ask me to, now I don't want to. But of course, as I've grown with age, I realize it's a necessity, the 1-1. Fouled back. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Fenberg set at the chest, the 1-2. Laced left side, dive by Olazaba. He can't make the play. Baseball comes into center field. Schaefer comes up with it. And it's a base hit for Cade Goldstein, 95 off the bat. Right back up the middle, and that's what I'm talking about. Olazaba shaded towards 3rd, just past his diving arms. a single, and Danny Weidman steps in. Here in the 5th inning with 1 on and 1 out, Sweets trail the Berries 10-6. From the belt. The pitch on the way. Curveball misses downstairs 1-0. Goldstein, a fake steal attempt over at first base. Walla Walla trying to take the 3rd game of the series after dropping the first 2 in a 3-game skid. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Pumped an 83-mile-per-hour fastball right by him on the outer 3rd. And the count evens up 1-1. Danny Weidman hitting over 300 on the season. 2 for 2 today. 1 out. Spins and fires to first base. Tesaurus just playing catch. Doesn't bother tagging Goldstein. And we'll do it again on 1-1. The next offering to Weidman. Ripped right at 3rd. Scalafari Fields fires to second for 1. Stuyvesant flips to first, and it gets past Chris Tesaurus on a hop. Now he slips at first base. Chacon flips to first, and he's in a rundown. Weidman in a rock and a hard place. He tags his back. An unconventional double play. Get this. 5-4-2 double play as Chacon tags his back. An air running from Danny Weidman, and the Swedes get out of the inning. Bottom of the 5th after this break. Swedes trail the Berries 10-6 on the Walla Walla Swedes Digital Network.
Whatever your printing needs, Abbott's Printing does it all. Signs and banners, rich, full-colored, high-quality commercial and digital printing, direct mailings, full-color business cards, and postcards. If you want a printing job done right, then Abbott's Printing is the place to be. Abbott's Printing provides award-winning quality and outstanding customer service. Visit abbotsprinting.com to view their selection or call 453-8202. That's 453-8202. Abbott's Printing, where the excellence is on paper.
Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is proud to be the official hotel of the Walla Walla Suite. Our guests are sure to get a great night's sleep in one of our recently remodeled rooms, and our 24-hour pool and spa are perfect for round-the-clock relaxation. Each night at Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is followed by a complimentary breakfast included with every stay. At Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla, you can catch some Z's while the Sweets catch some W's. Wins, that is.
Walla Walla Valley Honda is now Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. The same great automotive family is here for all your needs. Service, parts, new Hondas, and top quality used vehicles, all backed by expert staff with the highest standards in the industry. After all, you're family at Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla and deserve the best. Visit us at underwriterhondaofwallawalla.com to schedule service or a test drive today. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. Walk in as a guest, drive off as...
In the bottom of the 5th, the Swedes trail the Berries 10-6. Chris Tesaurus steps in from the left side. First pitch from Perez. Fastball whipped up and outside for ball number 1. The Swedes right back in this ball game after giving up 9 runs in the second. At one point was down 10-1. From the belt, the 1-0. Chopped right back to Perez as he snares it high above his head. A quick toss into the chest of Vasquez for out number 1. Tristan Schaefer steps in. Had a rough start to this ball game in the 2nd and the 3rd inning with the bases loaded and just 1 out. Struck out looking both times. Hitting 170 on the season, was 1 for 1 in yesterday's ball game. Perez's pitch. Shows bunt, gets it down third base side, charging Goldstein. Fields at the ankles, the throw to first in time. Beats a speedy Schaefer. That was a beautiful bunt, but Goldstein read it all the way, and there's 2 gone.
Well, let's go to number 41. Andrew.
Andrew Deminu steps in from the right side. A quick 2 outs as Tesaurus grounds out to Perez. Schaefer gives one away on a nice bunt attempt, but Goldstein was there. The pitch to Deminu. Curveball hits the ceiling of the zone for strike 1. Damanu walked in the third inning to extend the ball game. Rather, the third inning, the 0-1. Swing and a miss tied him up at 89, upper inside corner, and it's 0-2. And then in the second frame, reached on an E1 to score one. From the belt, 2 outs, the righties deal, up high. From the belt, the stretch, and the 1-2. A little cue shot, should be a routine play. First baseman Paul Vasquez scoops, throws to first base as Perez covers and beats Damanu by a couple of steps, and there's a 1-2-3, bottom of the 5th inning. So Walla Walla can't get anything back in the 5th. They also don't lose any grounds. To the top of the 6th, Sweets down by 4. We got ourselves a competition. Don't go anywhere on the Walla Walla Sweets digital network.
Walla Walla Valley Honda is now Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. The same great automotive family is here for all your needs. Service, parts, new Hondas, and top quality used vehicles, all backed by expert staff with the highest standards in the industry. After all, you're family at Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla and deserve the best. Visit us at UnderwriterHondaofWallaWalla.com to schedule service or a test drive today. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. Walk in as a guest.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Play, stay, get away at Clearwater River Casino in Lewiston, Idaho. Owned and operated by the Nez Perce Tribe. Experience Namipu hospitality with 600 gaming machines, comfortable lodging, dining, and sports bar. Excitement is everywhere. The region's premier destination for events and entertainment. Win big with unforgettable concerts, comedy shows, and live sports action. Discover your next play, stay, get away. Visit crcasino.com and start your adventure today.
Scoreline stays put in the 5th, and we hit the top of the 6th inning. Sweets trail the Berries 10-6. In steps Bryce Hubbard. Aiden Cube, new pitcher out on the hill, taking over for Paxton Fenberg. From the belt, kicks and deals. Fastball misses away. 1 ball and no strikes. Aiden comes set. Chacon gives the sign. The 1-0. Popped up sky high. That might get some stardust on the way down. Knight Stuyvesant in the infield makes the play high above his head for out number 1. Paul Vasquez steps in. 1 for 1 with 2 walks on the day. Has reached all 3 times. Cube with an 11.73 ERA. And 15 1/3 to pitch. Slices the outer edge for strike 1. Out of Biola University, teammates with Jacob Talbot, the 2-way player for the Swedes. Cube taps his right foot a few times, kicks and deals, misses away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Berries on top 10-6 over the Swedes. Paul Vasquez out of Oregon State University. The pitch from Cube. Ripped left side, and it can't make the play. Billy Scaldaferri's glove goes right over the baseball. Andrew Deminu comes up with it down the left field line. I don't know if that touched Scalaferri's glove, what it will be ruled. Either a single to left or an E5. Either way, Vasquez at first. And Tyler Denning steps in. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Aiden Cube working with a two-seam fastball that sits in the mid to upper 80s. A changeup and a slider. Had just 11 in the third innings pitched with Biola. Gave up 8 runs with 5 Ks. So he's already had more work here with Walla Walla this season than the entirety of spring. The pitch is ripped out towards right center. Guile on his horse makes the play in the alleyway. The catch and throws back in. Scampering back to first, Vasquez, and there's 2 gone. I'll tell you what, if the ball is hit out towards right center field, I feel super confident that either Tristan Schaefer in center or Gunnar Guile is going to run it down because they've been doing that all game long. In steps Andrew Moon, 0 for 2 on the day with the walk. The pitch. Curveball dances and hits the upper edge on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. A beautiful 12-6 curve, clocking in at 65 miles an hour. The 0-1 spins a breaking ball high, and the count evens up 1-1. Andrew Moon with a home run back on Friday. He went 2 for 4, a big 3-run shot in the third. With a runner on first, Paul Vasquez a lead. 2 outs, the 1-1. Down in the dirt, goes with a heater, clocking in at just 81 miles an hour. And Cube's velocity slightly down today, but the productivity has not been down. He has 2 outs, just a runner on first base. Worth mentioning, after starting pitcher for the Walla Walla Sweets, Sam Nicholson gives up 9 earned runs in 1 1/3 inning, the 2-1. This one misses well downstairs. Chacon does a nice job just to keep it in front of him. And it's 3 balls and 1 strike. Batson Fenberg comes in 3 2/3, gives up just 1 earned run, allows 1 walk, no strikeouts. And it's crazy how effective just throwing pitches in the strike zone is. Let the hitters beat you. Nicholson with 4 walks, Fenberg with just 1. The 3-1. Chopped over towards third. Scalaferri can't glove it either this time. It bounds off his glove and stays in the infield. He does a 360 looking for the baseball. Esteban Olazaba scoops it up as Scalaferri was still searching for it. And there's runners on first and second now. This inning could have been over twice. Instead, there's 2 on. Up steps Brecken Hadley. Vasquez was ruled a single as the pitch spirals and clips the inner third for strike 1. So just 1 error, that is ruled an error, an E5 for Scalaferri. Moon at first, Vasquez at second. Hadley is 0 for 2 on the day with a walk. The 0-1. Roped on the ground over towards second. Stuyvesant, it eats him up. The throw to first. Beat him by just a whisker. Stuyvesant makes up for it, and that's the difference between playing second and third. You can make a mistake and still recover. From third base, it's simply too far. Stuyvesant does a nice job to whip it over to first base. And 2 are left on just 1 base hit, 1 error, and most importantly, no runs. The Berries have not scored since the second. Here in the bottom of the 6th inning on the other side, Sweets down 10-6. Can the comeback continue? Find out on the other side of this break on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Walla Walla Valley Honda is now Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. The same great automotive family is here for all your needs. Service, parts, new Hondas, and top quality used vehicles, all backed by expert staff with the highest standards in the industry. After all, you're family at Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla and deserve the best. Visit us at underwriterhondaofwallawalla.com to schedule service or a test drive today. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. Walk in as a guest, drive off as family.
Washington homeowners are saving thousands of dollars on their energy bill by upgrading their home. And the best part is, CNGC is giving back even more money when you switch to a more efficient alternative. So you can enjoy increased property value, a higher quality of life with better appliances, and greater comfort for your family. Scan this QR code or go to cngc.com and save money on your energy bill.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Welcome back to Borleske Stadium. Drew Albaugh on the mic. Here in the bottom of the sixth, Sweets trail the Berries 10-6. In steps Guile. The first pitch shows bunt, gets it down third base side, charging. Goldstein throws to first, picked by Paul Vasquez at the ankles for out number one. Beats Gunnar Guile by a third of a step. Goldstein has now made that play twice. Made it back in the fifth inning as well to Tristan Schaefer, who tried to do the same thing. Routine play for Goldstein, but not for most third basemen. That was smooth, and there's one gone. New pitcher out on the hill, the southpaw Jack Meek. Standing at 5'10", facing off against Olazaba. The pitch misses away with 87, ball one. Meek out of the University of California, Davis. Standing at just 5'10" out on the hill for a pitcher that's not all too much. The 1-0. Misses away. 2 balls and no strikes. Can certainly get away with it, though. If you locate well, mix up your pitches, have a good variety, which Meek certainly does. He's set. Esteban Olazaba ahead 2-0. 3-0. Fastball misses up and outside. Olazaba with back-to-back singles in the third and in the fourth inning, scored in the fourth, was left at third in the third. Go figure. Batting from the right side. Meek, 3-0. Whistled over the outer edge. Just scrapes the black. And it's 3-1. Meek with a 5.62 ERA in 16 innings pitched, 15 strikeouts to 9 walks. Kicks and deals. Make that 10 walks. A fastball outside. Olazaba's had himself a day. He's reached 3 times. All to lead off frames. Led off the third, led off the fourth, and they both led to bases loaded opportunities. The runner on first, Billy Scaldaferri steps up. Scaldaferri singled in the third inning. Grounded out into a 4-6-3 double play in the first. The pitch misses down and away. In the fourth inning, flew out to center. Olazaba, speed at the base paths, over at first. Meek comes set. The 1-0. Curveball spins high. 2 balls and no strikes. From the belt, swivels. The southpaw's deal. Crackles the corner on the outer edge. 2 balls and 1 strike. Scaldaferri taps his all-gray bat on the plates. Meek set at the belt, the 2-1. This misses away with an 88-mile-per-hour fastball. A hitter's count to Scaldaferri, 3 balls and 1 strike. Dom Cadiz on deck. He homered his last time up. Kicks and deals. Misses away, ball 4, and there's 2 on for Dom Cadiz. Has come through time and time again for the Sweets in potentially the most crucial game of the season, in which not only would the Sweets leapfrog the Marion Berries for the second and final wildcard spot in the South, they would also most likely win the tiebreaker, barring a Berries sweep over the Pickles. The pitch just hits the outer edge for strike 1. Goes with the fastball at 86 miles an hour. Cadiz leads the Sweets with a .348 batting average. Leads the Sweets with 9 homers. The 0-1. Cranked out towards right field. Racing back. Cepeda makes the play right at the wall. Olazaba heads back to second. Scaldaferri back to first. 93 off the bat. 326 feet. He needed about 10 more, and that would have drastically changed the scoreline. Instead, it's still a 10-6 Berries lead, and in steps Isaiah Chacon. Oh my goodness. Cadiz almost goes opposite field for the first time this season, but right is where baseballs go to die here at Borleske. The pitch on the way. Chacon takes a fastball, inner third, strike 1. That ball was hit as hard, if not harder, than Cadiz's homer. Not as high in the air, and not in left field. It goes to right. 2 on, 2 outs. The 0-1. Hits the top of the zone, 0-2. Chacon's had himself a nice day, 1 for 2 with a walk. Can he come through? Hitting over 300 on the season. Behind 0-2. The pitch misses away with a 90-mile-per-hour fastball. That had some life to it. 1-2. A lefty-on-lefty matchup. Isaiah Chacon pinwheels his all-black bat around a few times with 2 on. And he steps off. And it's ruled a balk. Meek steps off after lifting up his leg. Must have made an indication that he was coming home with that baseball. So there's runners on second and third now. Scaldaferri at second. Olazaba at third. Chacon a base hit away from potentially scoring 2. Runners will be off on the crack of the bat. The 1-2. Way up and inside, and the count evens up. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Sweets down 10-6 against the Berries. Marion has not scored since the second, when they were on top 10-0. The 2-2. Caught him looking. Strike 3. 76 outer edge on the upstairs part of the plate. Chacon shakes his head as he walks back towards the dugout. And the Sweets leave 2 on in scoring position. Jackson Meek just slithers his way out of a jam. The Sweets leave 2 on 1 base hit, no errors, and we'll be back right after this to the top of the 7th on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Washington homeowners are saving thousands of dollars on their energy bill by upgrading their home. And the best part is, CNGC is giving back even more money when you switch to a more efficient alternative. So you can enjoy increased property value, a higher quality of life with better appliances, and greater comfort for your family. Scan this QR code or go to cngc.com and save money on your energy bill.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
In the top of the seventh, Sweets trail the Berries 10-6. The pitch on the way from Cube is cued over towards short. Olazaba fields and fires to first, and it gets in and out of Tesaurus's glove. Did he catch that ball? No, he did not. Oh my goodness, he dropped it. I don't know if that'll go down as an E6 or an E3, but it's an error on somebody. A routine ground ball. The throw is a tick low right at the ankles. I don't think it bounced in, though. Runner on. The pitch on the way. Shows bunt. Gets it down. Right back to the pitcher Cube. He spins. Fires to first. In time. Payton Tyner goes down. Cepeda moves on over to second. Lineup turns around. Cade Goldstein. Dangerous is his middle name, that's for sure. Hitting .312 on the season. 3 for 3 on the day with a walk. The pitch. Curveball spins inside, rather 2 for 3 on the day with a walk. He flew out in the third. Out towards center. Infield shaded just slightly towards the right. Olazaba holding on Cepeda at second. Gets back to his regular position as Cube comes set. The stretch and the 1-0. Just a little bit away. 2 balls and no strikes. Golden hour here in Walla Walla. The tree is illuminated in a golden light out in left, center, and right. The pitch. Swerves in, strike one. Started inside at the, maybe even behind, just a touch to Cade Goldstein, and somehow finds its way into the zone. The 2-1. Misses up and in. 3 balls and 1 strike. American flag all the way down in center field. No wind. A slight breeze to start the game had since subsided. The 3-1. Another one misses inside. Ball 4. Cade Goldstein gives a little kiss to the crowd after they boo the call, and there's 2-1. So there's 1 out. Cepeda still at second. Goldstein at first. In steps Danny Weidman. The Swedes have played up to their potential the last 4 innings or so. The 2 games and 2 innings before that, not been ideal, let's put it that way. The pitch on the way to Weidman. Not close outside for ball 1 with a curveball. Danny Weidman stepping in, oozing with talent. 2 for 3 on the year. A crazy 5-4-2 double play. The 1-0. Fastball misses high and away. 2 balls and no strikes. Weidman hit north of 300 on the season with 2 on. Top of the 7th. Sweets trail the Berries 10-6. And one of the most critical games of the year determines the tiebreaker between the Berries and the Sweets. The 2 teams fighting for that last spot. The pitch. Misses high. Cube a pitch away from walking the bases full. On deck, Bryce Hubbard. He is 0 for 4 on the season, but not the guy you want to face. Hitting .364 coming into today's contest. Went 2 for 4 in yesterday's ball game. The 3-0. Down low, Weidman does not get a competitive pitch. 4 offerings, all miss. And the bases are loaded. And out steps Colby Waterlow. And this could be it for Aiden Cube. We've seen manager Colby Waddle go out and just give advice throughout the season. It has not always been we're just going to pull you. A former catcher at George Fox University has felt the need to sometimes go out and just have a conversation with the guy out on the hill. And it looks like he's going to do just that to Aiden Cube. The lefty Bryce Hubbard stepping in. Hitting third for a reason. 364 batting average. And Cube is going to be left out there with the bases loaded. Bryce Hubbard, 17 RBIs on the season. Second on the Berries with a 359 batting average. Cube comes set at the belt. The pitch. Curveball misses downstairs. It bounds off the chest plate of Isaiah Chacon. Luckily, it squibs down the third base line. If Cepeda tried to roll home, he would have ran right into Chacon, who was racing towards that baseball halfway down the line. So it's a harmless ball number 1. Cube's got to find the strike zone. Got to come right at him to Bryce Hubbard. A walk scores a run. Sweets down 10-6 against the Berries. Can't afford mistakes. The pitch. Another one misses low in the dirt. Chacon, an excellent job at keeping it in front of him. But now, Cube's behind 2 balls and no strikes. Bryce Hubbard, an all-black bat, tapped by his right cleats, gripped by gold batting gloves, and this is a golden opportunity, golden hour here in Walla Walla with the bases loaded. 1 out. Cube set at the belt. The lefty-lefty matchup. Kicks, deals, misses low and away. Ball 3. Aiden Cube can't find the zone at the most inopportune moment. Does that change here with the bases packed? Cepeda at third. Goldstein at second. Weidman at first. Cube needs a strike. He comes set. Hubbard moves up in the box. The pitch downstairs, ball 4. And a run scores. A 4-pitch walk, back-to-back 4-pitch walks. 3 walks. The Berries on top 11-6 over the Sweets, and that will do it for Aiden Q. I said it once, I'll say it again. Gotta find strikes. Just 1 walk allowed by Paxton Fenberg. That was the difference in him going 4 innings, allowing just 1 earned. Cube looked good in the 6th. Here in the 7th, gets just the 1 out. Bases are loaded, gives up 1 run. And in steps Jared Glenn, a new pitcher out there on the hill, and we will step aside. The Sweets down 11-6. No more room for errors. Glenn's got to find a way to wiggle and weasel out of a jam. Stick around right after this on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Washington homeowners are saving thousands of dollars on their energy bill by upgrading their home. And the best part is, CNGC is giving back even more money when you switch to a more efficient alternative. So you can enjoy increased property value, a higher quality of life with better appliances, and greater comfort for your family. Scan this QR code or go to cngc.com and save money on your energy bill.
Play, stay, get away at Clearwater River Casino in Lewiston, Idaho. Owned and operated by the Nez Perce Tribe. Experience Namipu hospitality with 600 gaming machines, comfortable lodging, dining, and sports bar. Excitement is everywhere. The region's premier destination for events and entertainment. Win big with unforgettable concerts, comedy shows, and live sports action. Discover your next play, stay, get away. Visit crcasino.com and start your adventure today.
Under pink skies here in Walla Walla, the Swedes in a cataclysmic moment. Bases loaded. Barry's on top 11-6. Jared Glenn steps up out on the mound. Facing off against Paul Vasquez. Set at the belt. Runners take their lead. The kick in the deal. Fastball striped over the outer edge at 89. Glenn with a 6.27 ERA against the Bend Elks. 5 days ago, went 2 innings, did not give up an earned run. Came on with runners on second and third and no outs. Got out of the jam. The 0-1. Hits the outer edge with another heater. That's at 89 miles an hour. 0-2. This would be a pivotal couple of outs that keeps the Swedes in this. Down 11-6. Top of the 7th. Vasquez behind 0-2 has reached base every at-bat today. The pitch. Curveball misses inside. It almost hits him. 1-2. Vasquez comes into the ball game hitting .313 on the season. Had 6 RBIs. Yes, that's right. 6 in yesterday's ball game. Glenn set. The 1-2. Fouled back. He just got a piece. And we'll do it again. Circles the dish. Bright orange and white batting gloves. Grips an all black bat. Takes a couple of practice swings and steps it right back in. The righty-righty matchup. Bases loaded. 1 out. The 1-2. Swing and a foul ball right side out of play. Goldstein at third. Weidman at second. Hubbard at first. With the Swedes down 11-6. Trying to salvage the series with a win today against the Marion Berries. Leans in and gets the sign from Isaiah Chacon behind the plates. Taps his left foot. Lifts his left leg. The 1-2. Swirls down low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Had him 0-2. After a couple foul balls and a couple of misses, it's 2-2. 1 out. The righties deal. Caught him looking, strike 3, 90 miles an hour on the outer edge. He didn't have a chance. Vasquez goes down with a backwards K. Tyler Dunning steps in with the bases loaded. Jared Glenn has been this team's Houdini all season long. With his hands cuffed behind his back, he somehow gets out of it every time. Bases loaded. He did it just 5 days ago. Can he do it again? Facing Dunning, the pitch. Swerves downstairs and gets past Chacon. He races up with the baseball. Glenn covers home plate, no throw. Goldstein touches home. 1 run scores. It's a 6-run ball game now with the Berries on top 12-6. Bottom of the 7th, top of the 7th. Glenn misses down and away. A breaking ball. Chacon's been so rock solid behind the plate, but he couldn't make that stop. Weidman now at third, Hubbard at second. The 1-0. Chris crosses the corner outside part of the plate for strike 1. 90 miles an hour, and the count evens up 1 ball and 1 strike. The Swedes down 12-6, and yet it still feels like a contest. Can they keep it here? The 1-1, well away. Glenn with one of the most effortless deliveries. The righty arm out of Gonzaga University. 12 strikeouts to just 7 walks on the season. Now make it 13. Originally went to Arizona State. After an injury, transferred to Gonzaga, where he's been the last couple of years. The 2-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Pulls the chair on him, bottom rail. A strike away from getting out of a jam. Giving up just the 1 earned run on a passed ball. Glenn leans in and gets the sign. Borleske starts to come to life. The 2-2. Ripped to right off the screen, out of play. We'll do it again. So the drama continues. The sun has set down the right field line. We are into the witching hour with the Sweets trailing the Berries 12-6. The 2-2. Popped up back behind the netting and out of play. Dunning given a fight to Glenn. 2-2 yet again. Dunning has been ducking and weaving the big blow. Can Glenn finally nail the uppercut and finish off the top of the 7th frame with 2 on? Set, the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Curveball downstairs, swinging right on top of it. Back-to-back strikeouts for Jared Glenn. He leaves 2 on, and we head to the stretch. Sweets still in it, down 12-6. Don't go anywhere. Enjoy the 7th inning stretch on the Walla Walla Sweets digital network.
Whatever your printing needs, Abbott's Printing does it all. Signs and banners, rich, full-colored, high-quality commercial and digital printing, direct mailings, full-color business cards, and postcards. If you want a printing job done right, then Abbott's Printing is the place to be. Abbott's Printing provides award-winning quality and outstanding customer service. Visit abbottsprinting.com to view their selection or call 453-8202. That's 453-8202. Abbott's Printing, where the excellence is on paper.
Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is proud to be the official hotel of the Walla Walla Suite. Our guests are sure to get a great night's sleep in one of our recently remodeled rooms, and our 24-hour pool and spa are perfect for round-the-clock relaxation. Each night at Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is followed by a complimentary breakfast included with every stay. At Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla, you can catch some Z's while the Sweets catch some W's. Wins, that is.
After the stretch, we're in the bottom of the 7th frame. Sweets trail the Berries 12-6. Nate Stuyvesant steps in. The pitch from 10. Misses up and inside, 1-0. The righty arm out on the hill. Zachary 10. Out of St. Mary's College of California. Set at the chest. Kicks and deals. Swing and a foul tip. Back into the glove of Brecken Hadley. And the count evens up 1-1. With the bases loaded and just 1 out. Jared Glenn comes into the ballgame and gives up just 1 run, unearned, the 1-1. Right back up the middle on the ground, and it sneaks through into the outfield. Danny Whiteman comes up with the baseball in straightaway center. Stuyvesant, a huge table-setting single. Tosaurus circles around and steps in the lefty batter's box with a runner on. Here in the bottom of the 7th, Sweets trail the Berries 12-6. From the left side, righty's deal. A deep fly out towards right, might have gone just under it though. Danny Weidman in the alleyway, and it's 1 gone.
Nice try, bud.
97 off the bat again, center field is a death sentence for any hitter if you put the ball in the air. A 36-degree launch angle, maybe just a tick high, and there's one gone. In steps Tristan Schaefer from the right side. The pitch. Fastball squeezes in for ball one. Cotton candy skies here at Borleske. Pink clouds slowly turn into a bright blue night. The sun has set down the right field line. The pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Schaefer offered at 87, outer third. Counts even 1-1. With Stuyvesant at first base. He lunges into a 4-step lead. Now a secondary. 10, set, the 1-1. Right back up the middle. This gets down. It hits off the second base bag and pinballs into center field. Danny Weidman comes up with the baseball. Stuyvesant rolls into second base. He stops right there. Tristan Schaefer, a hard hit single right back where it came from. And there's 2 on in the bottom of the 7th. Sweets trail the Berries 12-6. In steps Andrew Demanu. The 9-hole hitter. 0 for 2 on the day with a walk back in the third. Batting from the right side at a Lynn Benton Community College. The pitch. Misses high. 1-0. Lights shining bright here at Borleske Stadium. At dusk. No wind. A big spot with the Sweets down by 6. The 1-0. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Walla Walla has had their fair share of opportunities after going down 10-0. After the top of the second concluded, the Sweets have just continued to battle. 2-0 to Demanu. Crackles the corner. Upper inside part of the plate for strike 1. In the second inning, the Sweets had the bases loaded, scrape across just 1 run. In the third, leave the bases loaded as well. Can they come through here with 2 on? 1 out. The pitch. Popped up. This is going to stay in the infield. Over towards foul territory. Cade Goldstein, left side, makes the play. Down the third base line for out number 2. Demanu sends it into the stars. And in steps Gunnar Guile, number 2. And in steps. Speaking of stardom, Gunnar Guile, ranked by Perfect Game as a top 150 prospect out of high school, prepped at IMG Academy, now at the University of Arizona. Can he come through? Has the righty-lefty matchup with 2 on. The pitch. Cranked out towards right field, ranging back. Cepeda looks up and he can't make the play, and 1 bounces the wall. He goes around second, it's going to stop right there. Stuyvesant touches home for 1. Schaefer touches home for 2. The throw finally comes in, but not before Gunnar Guile gives 2 across for the Sweets. Now down 12-8 in the bottom of the 7th inning. Esteban Olazaba steps in with Gunnar Guile at second base. The Sweets have been on the precipice of a big knock all game long, and they finally get it done. The pitch. Olazaba watches a heater ride high for ball number 1. Sweets now down by 4, 12-8. Some serious heart and fight from the Sweets in the biggest moment on the season. The pitch. Misses way inside. Olazaba jumps out of the way, does a little tango in the rider batter box. 2-0. Billy Scaldaferri on deck. How poetic would it be for him to come up big in his last game in a Sweets jersey? The 2-0. Misses up high and inside, ball 3. Olazaba taps his Michael Jordan red cleats a few times with the all-black bat squeezed by his aquamarine batting gloves. Ahead 3-0, Guile at second, Sweets trail 12-8. The pitch. Upstairs, ball 4, and in the bottom of the 7th inning, there's going to be 2 on for the 3-hole hitter, Billy Scaldaferri. That prompts a conversation between 10 out on the mound and manager for the Marion Berries, Tucker Brack. Lights shining bright here at Borleske Stadium. Who can withstand the pressure? Whoever wins today's ball game between the Sweets and the Berries, most likely barring a Berries sweep over the Pickles in a 3-game set to end the regular season, wins the tiebreaker, which could prove to be a pivotal tiebreaker. With the Sweets a half game back on the second wild card spot, Marion Berries are the team they need to jump. Lost the first 2 in a 3-game set. Was down 10-0 at one point today. 2 on, Scaldaferri in. The pitch. Curveball drips in. Tickles the ceiling of the zone for strike 1. Scaldaferri takes a deep breath. A nice pitch by 10 out on the hill. 2 outs. Set at the chest. Kicks and deals. Chopped foul down the third base line, and Scaldaferri in an 0-2 hole. He's got a battle. Gunnar Guile has already scraped 2 runs across with a huge double over Cepeda's head in right field. With 2 on, 2 outs. The 0-2 to Scaldaferri. Hits him! A curveball runs inside, and the bases are loaded for Dom Cadiz. Guile at third. Olazaba at second. Scaldaferri at first. Dom Cadiz already with a home run tonight. Back in the 4th frame, a 2-run shot. His 9th on the season. Represents the tying run down 12-8, bottom of the 7th. The first offering. Runs high. A breaking ball for ball 1. Pinwheels his all-black bat as he places it over his right shoulder. 10 comes set. 2 outs. 1-0. Swing and a miss. 87 top rail. Dom Cadiz. A huge hack. Can't connect, and it's strike 1. Cadiz represents the tying run. The Sweets have still not had a grand slam this whole season. The 1-1. Check swing, curveball down. He did not go around, so it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Dom Cadiz has come through for the Sweets time in and time out. Leads Walla Walla in RBIs. Can he continue his torrid season? The 2-1 to Cadiz. Drifts in. An inner third curveball for strike 2. And Cadiz has got a battle. With the bases juiced, a golden opportunity under the lights here at Borleske Stadium. Sweets down 12-8, bottom of the 7th, bases loaded, the 2-2. Check swing, and it hits him! Dom Cadiz wears a curveball inside. A hit by pitch, RBI, and the Sweets now trail the Berries 12-9. Back to back, hit by pitches. Fuel another run for the Sweets. And the best thing about it, the threat is not over. Isaiah Chacon steps in. The lefty bat faces the righty's deal. Misses away for ball 1. 88. Just a little bit outside. Chacon out of Lewis Clark State College. Batting .300 on the season. The 1-0. Watches a fastball. Hits top rail for strike 1. Isaiah Chacon with 5 RBIs on the season. Bases loaded. 1-1. Curveball misses away by just a tick. 2 balls in, 1 strike, 2 outs. The Sweets at 1 point trailed the Berries 10-0. A 9 spot in the top of the second. Since then has just battled back. The 2-1. Upstairs, ball 3. Chacon on the precipice of yet another walk. It's getting ridiculous at this point. Chacon has 20 walks on the season, 22 free passes to just 22 at-bats. The 3-1 popped up back behind the screen out of play, and the count runs full. Chacon offloads on a fastball that hits the upper third in the middle quadrant. And the count is now 3 balls and 2 strikes. Olazaba at third, Scaldaferri at second, Cadiz at first, Nate Stuyvesant on deck, but it's up to Isaiah Chacon. 2 outs, the payoff. Misses outside, ball 4, Isaiah Chacon. An RBI walk. Nate Stuyvesant steps in. The bases are still loaded with 2 outs. Zachary 10 cannot work out of a jam, and Stuyvesant comes in with a huge opportunity to not only even the scoreline, but take the lead potentially with a well-placed base hit, down by 2, and the bases loaded. Come set, the pitch, swing and a miss. A strike. Nate Stuyvesant tied up on a fastball on the upper inside corner. A pitcher's pitch for 10. 10 out of 10. 2 outs, the 0-1. Another wave and a miss, and a groan from Borleske as Stuyvesant falls behind 0-2. Bases loaded. Cadiz represents the tying run at second. Scaldaferri at third, Chacon at first. The 0-2 popped up. This is going to stay in the infield and should get the Berries out of it. Vasquez ranges and makes the play at the cut of the grass right side of the infield. And there's 3 outs, but the Swedes draw closer. They do leave the bases loaded, but a huge few runs for Walla Walla. Absolutely pivotal, no way to put it. 4 runs for the Swedes, now down 12-10 on 3 base hits and 1 error, and we'll be back right after this. Top of the 8th on the other side, the biggest 2 innings in Sweets 2025 season so far. Don't miss it on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Walla Walla Valley Honda is now Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. The same great automotive family is here for all your needs. Service, parts, new Hondas, and top quality used vehicles, all backed by expert staff with the highest standards in the industry. After all, you're family at Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla and deserve the best. Visit us at underwriterhondaofwallawalla.com to schedule service or a test drive today. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. Walk in as a guest, drive off as family.
Tasting fresh isn't hard with Blue Mountain Cider Company. As the official hard cider of the Walla Walla Sweets, our award-winning ciders have been crafted with love from local apples since 2003. Crisp, refreshing, and less filling than beer, Blue Mountain Cider is the perfect choice for any occasion. Check out our 8 flavors including peach, cherry, and harvest blend this summer. These ciders are sure to be a home run. Join us on Facebook.
Top of the 8th, Sweets trail the Berries 12-10. Jared Glenn out on the hill in the motion, kicks and deals. Swing and a foul tip back into Chacon's glove for strike 1. Andrew Moon leads us off here in the 8th. The Sweets scrape across 4 runs in the bottom of the 7th within 2. The 0-1. Curveball misses low, and the count evens up 1 ball and 1 strike. Now you can't say the Sweets missed on an opportunity because they did plate 4, but did also leave the bases loaded. The windup in the pitch. Spirals and hits the basement of the zone for strike 2. The 1-2. Fastball whipped away. Count evens up 2-2. Andrew Moon with a walk back in the second frame. Since then, Moon is 1 for 3. The 2-2. Misses low in the dirt. Rather, Moon's 0 for 3 on the day. No outs. Full count. Glenn dangles his right arm by his hip. The 3-2. Fouled back into the screen. Run prevention is just as important as opportunities to score. And with the Sweets down by 2, Jared Glenn's got to come through like he's done all season. The payoff. Rip to right, slicing out of play. Just a little bit foul as it bounces into the Berries bullpen. A late on an 88-mile-per-hour heater. Glenn leaves that right over the plates. And we'll do it again on 3-2 for the third straight pitch. The 8th pitch of the at-bat to open the 8th inning. Moon batting .379 on the season. From the right side. 15 strikeouts to 14 walks on the season. The windup and the payoff yet again. Another one's missile to right field. This is a little bit more foul as it bangs off the barbecue down the right field line and over to the Sluggers concession stand. We'll do it again on 3-2. Lights shining bright. The sky above the ball field is slowly turning into a darker shade of blue. Yet again, the payoff. A one-hopper over towards second. Stuyvesant snares at the knees. The throw to first, a little bit high, but Desoris keeps his left tiptoe on the bag and squeezes over his head for out 1. A 10-pitch AB to open the top of the 8th. The 7-hole hitter, Brecken Hadley, steps in. From the left side, the windup and the pitch. Crackles the corner. Inner downstairs edge, and it's 0-1. You can hear a pin drop here at Borleske. Fans anxiously awaiting the end of this ball game. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. 89 right by him, upper rail. Moon already grounded out to second to open the frame. Now it's Brecken Hadley behind 0-2. Glenn with 2 strikeouts to end the 7th. The pitch. Downstairs and away for ball 1. With the bases loaded, Jared Glenn came in and relieved Aiden Cube. Allowed 1 run on a pass ball, but other than that, worked back-to-back Ks. The pitch. A slow roller right back to Glenn. Nonchalant toss to first in time. The aura just dripping from the 6'4" righty pitcher. I mean, if you met the guy, you want to be the guy. Let's just put it that way. Jared Glenn, one of the coolest cats in town. He was so confident in his interview abilities, he wanted a second interview this year. The only time I've been asked that this entire season. In steps Cepeda, the pitch. Fouled back, strike 1. Then when I asked him, good job, man, you did great, he said, yeah, I know. Confidence. Incoming senior. The players on the team call him Unk, short for uncle, because of how long he's been in the game. The pitch. A slow roller towards third, a weird hop. Gets over Scaldaferri's bright red hat. He puts his hands in his head. That was a tough play for anyone. A gopher must have stuck his head out of the infield grass and bopped that one over Scaldaferri's noggin. So it's a 2-out base hit. Up steps in Peyton Steiner from the left side. Glenn leans in. 2 outs. The pitch to Tyner. Fastball misses away. It's 1-0. Tyner, a black handle, slowly fades into an all gray barrel, blistered by white batting gloves with a runner on first. 2 outs. Sweets down 12-10. Top 8, the 1-0. Swing and a foul tip back into Chacon's glove. Counts even at 1-1. Walla Walla at one point was down, get this, 10-0 after the top of the second. A lifeless team has since been revitalized. The 1-1 on the way. Instead, the spin and throw goes over to first base. Sneaky by the unk on the mound, but he doesn't catch him. With 2 outs. 1 ball and 1 strike. Like a pendulum, he dangles his right arm by his hip. Now comes set. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Tied him up with a fastball. Inner edge. 88. Tyner can't catch up to it. Glenn, a pitch away with a runner on in Cepeda. 2 strikeouts on the night. The 1-2. Curveball spins away. And the count evens up. Deuces wild. 2 balls. 2 strikes. 2 outs. Cepeda at first. Glenn set. The pitch. A slow roller left side. It bounds off the chalk and into the foul territory grass. And we'll do it again. That had enough spin that you could have spun it on your finger. It was just sliding back and forth on the chalk. Decided to go the Sweets' way. And we'll do it again. Top of the lineup. On deck. Infield standard depth, so's the outfield. Sweets down 12-10. Top 8, the 2-2. Misses outside. Goes with the breaking ball. Count runs full. You do not want to give Cade Goldstein any opportunity. Hitting .312 on the season. Today alone has reached base 4 times with 2 base hits and 2 walks. He's on deck. 2 outs. Payoff.
There you go.
And he's going to get a chance. Ball misses up high. 2 on. Anthony Cepeda reaches after a crazy hop over at third. Billy Scaldaferri can't glove it. What looked like a routine ball bounded 5 feet over the charging Scaldaferri. And it's what keeps the inning alive. The Sweets are all out of mistakes. Gotta come through. Down by 2. 12-10. A high-scoring affair, top of the 8th. In steps Goldstein. 2 on. The pitch. Fastball hits the outer black. A pitcher's pitch through and through. First strike 1. Cepeda at second. Tyner over at first base. Chacon gives the sign. Comes set. The 0-1. Spins away. So the count evens up 1-1. The Sweets trail the Berries 12-10. Drop the first 2 games of a 3-game set. Can they get the salvage and put themselves back in a playoff spot? The 1-1. A broken bat flare left side. Scaldaferri takes it at the ankles. The strike to first base in time. Out 3. Jared Glenn works out of some trouble on 1 base hit. 1 walk, no errors, no strikeouts, and most importantly, no runs. Jared Glenn, ice in his veins. Bottom of the 8th on the other side, the Sweets, do they have a little bit of magic left in the tank? 10 games left to go, just 4 here at Borleske, and the Sweets are on the precipice of their first playoff spot since 2019. Can they get it done? Find out on the other side of this break on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Whatever your printing needs, Abbott's Printing does it all. Signs and banners, rich, full-colored, high-quality commercial and digital printing, direct mailings, full-color business cards, and postcards. If you want a printing job done right, then Abbott's Printing is the place to be. Abbott's Printing provides award-winning quality and outstanding customer service. Visit abbottsprinting.com to view their selection or call 453-8202. That's 453-8202. Abbott's Printing, where the excellence is on paper.
Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is proud to be the official hotel of the Walla Walla Suite. Our guests are sure to get a great night's sleep in one of our recently remodeled rooms, and our 24-hour pool and spa are perfect for round-the-clock relaxation. Each night at Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is followed by a complimentary breakfast included with every stay. At Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla, you can catch some Z's while the suites catch some W's. Wins, that is.
Walla Walla Valley Honda is now Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. The same great automotive family is here for all your needs. Service, parts, new Hondas, and top quality used vehicles, all backed by expert staff with the highest standards in the industry. After all, you're family at Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla and deserve the best. Visit us at underwriterhondaofwallawalla.com to schedule service or a test drive today. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. Walk in as a guest, drive off as family.
Chris DeSoris leads us off here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Sweets trail the Berries 12-10. Drew Albaugh, your play-by-play broadcaster, on the mic in the motion, and the first pitch on the way is crushed out towards right at Cepeda, and he makes the play 100 miles an hour off the bat. DeSoris gets robbed for out number 1. You can't do anything but hit the ball hard. Very little control of where it goes. Unfortunately, that was hit right at Cepeda. In steps Schaefer from the right side. The pitch. Fastball hits the top rail for strike 1. New pitcher out on the hill for the Marion Berries. Cohen Barton, the incoming sophomore out of the University of Hawaii. The 0-1. Foul back. 0-2. Some serious heat, 89, upper rail. With nobody on base, 1 out. Sweets need a couple runs, down 12-10. Game number 3 against the Berries. In the windup, the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Schaefer can't catch up to 90, top of the zone. And there's 2 gone. Third strikeout of the day for Schaefer. In steps Deminu. Cohen Barton, a 6.07 ERA. The pitch. Misses high. A breaking ball for ball number 1. Barton standing at 6'5", 215 pounds out on the hill. The 1-0. Misses low. A 90-mile-per-hour fastball, but it looks a tick faster. A huge stride towards home plate. By the time he releases the ball, he's almost off the mound. The 2-0. Hits the basement of the zone, 90 miles an hour. It's 2-1. Top of the lineup on the other side. Nobody on base. Andrew Deminu in at the plate. 1 for 4 on the day. The 2-1. Swing and a foul tip back into the screen. And the count evens up 2-2. Andrew Deminu hitting .225 on the season. The Sweets have come so close to the 10-run comeback. Can they finalize it and make Borleske go berserk? The 2-2. Up high at the head of Deminu. The count runs full. Gunnar Geil on deck. He ripped a double his last time up to score a pair. Serious home run pop. We've already seen a few from him. He represents the tying run. The pitch. We will not see him in the 8th, though. A swing and a miss from Andrew Deminu. Goes down on 6 pitches. 3 chances for the Sweets in the bottom of the 9th. It will be the 1, 2, and 3 hole hitters, top of the lineup. But before then, the top of the 9th, the Sweets have to contain. Can they do it? Find out right after this on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Walla Walla Valley Honda is now Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. The same great automotive family is here for all your needs. Service, parts, new Hondas, and top quality used vehicles, all backed by expert staff with the highest standards in the industry. After all, you're family at Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla and deserve the best. Visit us at underwriterhondaofwallawalla.com to schedule service or a test drive today. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. Walk in as a guest, drive off as family.
Washington homeowners are saving thousands of dollars on their energy bill by upgrading their home. And the best part is, CNGC is giving back even more money when you switch to a more efficient alternative. So you can enjoy increased property value, a higher quality of life with better appliances, and greater comfort for your family. Scan this QR code or go to cngc.com and save money on your energy bill.
Welcome into Borleske Stadium. Drew Albaugh, your play-by-play broadcaster for all 9 innings, and we have entered the 9th frame. Sweets down 12-10 against the Berries. Alex Figueroa out on the hill facing Danny Weidman. The pitch misses outside. A heater at just 79 miles an hour, 1-0. Figueroa working with a 3.54 ERA in 20 1/3 innings pitched. This has been one of the best relievers for the Sweets all season. From the belt, the 1-0. Misses inside, 2 balls with no strikes. Figueroa, one of the more fascinating players in the entire West Coast League. The Sweets have played every team in the South, and he's the only submarine pitcher I've seen yet. The 2-0. From a low release, a fastball whipped high. 3 balls and no strikes to Danny Weidman. 2 for 4 on the day, a walk back in the 7th. Figueroa's got to find a heater, working with a 4-pitch arsenal. The pitch on the way. Hits the outer edge for strike 1. There's the heater. 3 balls in 1 strike. Figueroa working with a sinker, a curveball, a changeup, and a slider. The 3-1. There's the fastball, and there's ball 4. Up high, a free pass, and Bryce Hubbard steps in with a runner on first. Here in the 9th inning, Sweets trail the Berries 12-10. Just to put things into perspective yet again, the Sweets enter today outside looking in for the first time this entire season. The pitch to Hubbard. High fly, right field, hooking, foul. Into the dugout, Gunnar Guile was giving chase. He was stationed more towards right center than down the right field line. It's 0-1. The Sweets are just a half game back on the second wild card position, and you'll never guess who's holding that second spot. The Marion Berries. A win would leapfrog the Berries. The 0-1. Split the outer edge for strike 2. Figueroa finds 74 on the outer black. Not only would this leapfrog the Berries, but it would also potentially be the game that decides the tiebreaker when all is said and done. The 0-2 misses away, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Throughout the season, the Sweets have put themselves in spots to come back from huge positions. Over in Bend, Walla Walla was down by 9 runs, ended up losing by just a couple. Just a couple weeks ago against the Yakima Valley Pippins, a similar story. The 1-2 to Hubbard is sliced to left field, right at Demonu, and he makes the play chest high. There's 1 gone. Backpedaling to first base, Danny Weidman. And here in tonight's contest, down 10-0 after the top of the second. After 3 games where Walla Walla gets beat by an average scoreline of over 10 runs. And what do? They respond. But can the response be enough to get back and finish the comeback? Down 12-10, top 9. In steps Vasquez, the pitch. Way high, a 72-mile-per-hour breaking ball. Chacon from a squatted stance springs up in the air, climbs a few ladder rungs, and keeps it in front of him to keep Weidman at first. He's got a wide lead. 1 out, the 1-0. Just a tick high, 81 miles an hour. Middle infield squeezing in towards the second base bag. Nate Stuyvesant maybe 10 feet away from second. Olazaba more towards the gap between second and third at double play depth. Figueroa spins, throws the first, tag applied, not in time. Danny Weidman gets back. Walla Walla searching for a playoff spot. 1 out, the 2-0. Right down Main Street, 79, center cut, strike 1. The pitch to Vasquez. On the way. Weidman takes off to second. It's a foul ball back behind the screen. Does a little 180 at the second base bag as he slowly trots over to first. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Vasquez, out of Oregon State University, hitting .313 on the season, struck out looking his last time up. He's reached base 4 times tonight. 1 out. Figueroa set at the belt, kicks, and deals on 2-2. Just a little bit inside. 81-mile-per-hour heater. A tick in. Trackman has that as just a little bit inside as well. 1 out. Figueroa swings his arm by his right side and comes set. The righty's 3-2. Swing and a miss. Weidman takes off to second base. The throw to second clocks him in the head. Slowly pinballs out towards center field. Olazaba comes up with the baseball. It's ruled as catcher's interference, a double play, and that is that for the top of the 9th inning. On the swinging strikeout, Paul Vasquez swings his bat back into the glove of Isaiah Chacon. The throw to second base was impeded because of said interference, and because of that, ruled out is Danny Weidman trying to take second base. So it's not a strike him out, throw him out double play, it's a strike him out interference double play, and we head to the bottom of the 9th inning. Sweets down 12-10, top of the lineup on the other side. You do not want to miss it. We'll be back right after this on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Walla Walla Valley Honda is now Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. The same great automotive family is here for all your needs. Service, parts, new Hondas, and top quality used vehicles, all backed by expert staff with the highest standards in the industry. After all, you're family at Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla and deserve the best. Visit us at UnderwriterHondaofWallaWalla.com to schedule service or a test drive today. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. Walk in as a guest, drive off as family. Welcome back into Borleske Stadium. Drew Albaugh on the mic.
A new pitcher out on the hill for the bottom of the ninth, Alexander Chavez. Gunnar Guile in the top of the lineup, up for the Swedes, down 12-10. Guile doubled his last time up with 2 base hits on the day. The pitch, swing and a miss. A breaking ball just off the plate, 0-1. Comes in to close things out. Chavez in the motion, the 0-1. Doesn't offer at a breaking ball outside. 1-1. And there's no mistake to Tucker Brack bringing out Chavez, working with a 1.6 ERA, the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Chases 91, just a tick off the plate. Guile behind 1-2. Olazaba on deck, Scaldaferri in the hole. No outs, nobody on. Sweets down 12-10, bottom of the ninth. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Chases the off speed well away. Guile sits down swinging. Olazaba steps in with 1 gone. Chavez's second appearance against the Sweets. The first came 8 days ago on July 19th. Goes 1 inning, does not give up an earned run with 2 strikeouts. The pitch. Chopped over towards the left side of the infield, and it gets past the diving Tyler Dunning and into left field. Peyton Tyner comes up with the baseball, and Billy Scaldaferri steps into the batter's box, representing the tying run. The Sweets at one point were down 10-0. After the top of the second inning, all hope seemed to be lost, but Walla Walla has had some serious fight, now trail 12-10. Olazaba lead at first. 1 out, the pitch. Curveball misses way high for ball number 1. Olazaba's got to be careful over at first. 1 run does not make the difference. Here in the bottom of the ninth, the Sweets need 2. Scaldaferri and potentially his last at-bat. The pitch. A little squibber right back up the middle on the fly, and it gets down, kicked off of Andrew Moon. The flip to second in time. Olazaba read that baseball like it was going to be an out on the fly, so he was shaded towards the first base bag. Gets beat to second, and there's 2 outs. A squibber had just a little bit of airtime, enough for Olazaba to stay shaded towards first base. And in steps Dom Cadiz with a runner on first base in Scaldaferri. The tying run at the plate. The pitch. Fastball squeezes inside at 88, 1-0. There is no guy that you would want up more than Dom Cadiz. 9 homers on the year. He already has 1 tonight. Set. The 1-0. High ball 2. On deck. Isaiah Chacon. Cadiz twirls his all-black bat around, plastered by his white batting glove. Sweets down 12-10, bottom of the ninth. The 2-0. Fastball spiked in the dirt, 3 balls and no strikes. Billy Scaldaferri stays put at first base as Brecken Hadley comes up with the baseball maybe 10 or 15 feet behind home plate, shaded towards the third base line. Scaldaferri doesn't want to risk anything. Needs to stay on the base paths. 2 outs. Cadiz has a green light assuredly on 3-0. The pitch. A high fly, left field, smoked it into the deep dark night, and it's just foul. He crushed that. 101 off the bat, early on 88. He had his pitch on the inner third. Dom Cadiz, one of the highest baseballs I've seen hit this entire season, but now it's a hitter's count, 3-1. Will he go back to the fastball? The pitch. Curveball clips the upper outstairs corner. Strike 2. And the Sweets down to their final strike. Scaldaferri at first. Can Dom Cadiz be the hero? Sweets down 12-10. Bottom of the ninth. The pitch. Fouled back, and we'll do it again. Dom Cadiz, a West Coast League All-Star at just 18 years old, drafted by the Brewers, leads the Sweets with 9 home runs. Can he make it 10? 2 outs, the payoff. High fly, left field, belted, dived in foul territory. Did Peyton Tyner catch it? He did, and the game's over at the track. Dom Cadiz gives it a ride, hooks it just to the left of the foul pole, down the left field line. Tyner says good night. Walla Walla, the Sweets get swept by the Berries and fall a game and a half back of the second wild card spot. 12-10 your final. He hit it high. He hit it hard, but just short. A heartbreaker. The Sweets lose 12-10, and one of the most back and forth, crazy, absolutely electrifying game where the Sweets just come up on the wrong end of things. Once again, the difference. A 9-run second frame where the Berries just escape with a 12-10 victory. Heartbreak in Walla Walla. Well, here's the rub. The Sweets with a 12-10 loss. A lot of good vibes towards the end of this game. Momentum swaying towards the Sweets. But at the end of the day, if it's 9-1, 23-7, or 10-2, a loss is still a loss. And the Sweets have now lost 4 straight. Fall to a game and a half out of the Marion Berries. A little bit of salt in the wound. The Berries now with the tiebreaker over the Walla Walla Sweets as well. Well, this has been a fun night. Back and forth. If anyone has a heart disease, I'm sorry if I exasperated it, because I know I might die a couple years early because of this ball game, but either way, the Sweets just come up short. Brings the tying run to the plate. Dom Cadiz flies it out towards the left. Peyton Tyner, an excellent catch over at the track down the left field line. So close, yet so far. Sweets lose 12-10. An off day tomorrow, the last off day of the season. Then the Sweets get 9 straight games to end 2025. Is there a little bit of magic left? Walla Walla starts with a 3-game series against the Corvallis Knights. Then travels to Ridgefield for the first time this season as well. A 3-game set against the Raptors before heading home with a 3-game set against the Springfield Drifters. Can the Sweets spark some magic with 9 to go? Single digits, Walla Walla a game and a half back of a wild card spot. 4 straight losses, but the season is anything but over. Tune in to the Mixler broadcast. 6:35 first pitch. We'll be back at 6:15, and hopefully by then my voice is back, because right now I'm speaking worse than a horse. Holy, my throat is starting to close up, and I think that's the sign for me to sign off. For everybody behind the scenes and myself, your play-by-play broadcaster, Drew Albaugh, I say so long and good night. From the city so nice, they named it Tice, Walla Walla, Washington.